Welcome everyone to another episode of Totally Online Gaming Group's D&D 5th Edition campaign, The Blackest Heart. We're glad you could join us. Thanks for being here, everyone. Going to start out as per usual with our announcements. Right now, our normal announcement guru is not quite here yet. He is currently driving, so he should hopefully be in soon. But he will be here eventually, and then we'll have him jump in the game. But since he's not here, I will have to, unfortunately, take over the duty of doing the announcements. So, first off, our sponsor, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. If you like really cool dice, if you like dice bags, if you like all that stuff, here's an example of some of the dice that they have. I'll show you here in a second. Bam, there. That's an example of some of the dice they have available on their site. But they've got really cool stuff like that. They've got a whole bunch of miniatures that they 3D print out and prep up and get ready for you. And they have so many miniatures that they can do that they actually do not have enough space on the website for all of the pictures of miniatures that they can do. So if you go on there and you see something that, you know, looks kind of like what you want, but not quite it, send them a message through their contact link and say, hey, can we do something like this? They might have exactly what you're looking for. Also, when you do use them, make sure you enter TOGG15, TOGG15 at checkout to get 15% off on your order. Also want to give a big shout out to Aaron Discord server. They are awesome. They've been working with them some. They sent out a whole bunch of messages on Discord through their server and everything about tonight's stream. So I want to give a big shout out to them, and especially to Byproduct on Aaron. She's awesome. Thank you so much, Byproduct, for all your hard work and your help. Also want to give a shout out to Spock Nation. Great streamer. He's got a lot of really cool small streamers that he helps to promote people, helps to promote their channels. He's all about sharing that love of the community, and he's just a nice guy all over. So go check that stuff out. Now, for some really important announcements that I know you've been waiting for if you follow our streams at all. In either next week or the week after is when the dice bags that we've ordered should come in. And as soon as they do, we will be starting our giveaways. Leading up to that, there is a new option now that you can use your TOGG points for. Up to a maximum of 3 a night, I will be giving away gift subs to people who spend 5,000 TOGG points to claim a gift sub. Maximum 3 per night. So that's this week, next week, all the way up until the last week of our giveaway, which we're doing 4 weeks in a row, remember. So if you want to try for a free gift sub, you know, be watching the stream, be active in chat. Those things will earn you points. Follow the channel. Also, as an added bonus, an added incentive for those who really want to get that free gift sub, for every 100 cheer bits that you donate to us, you will get 500 points added to your total, so that you can maybe jump ahead and grab one of those free gift subs before someone else snags it out from under you. So be sure for that, because out of all our giveaways on that last week, the grand finale one, I'm now going to let the cat out of the bag, is not only going to involve those dice, the same ones that I showed you, but the dice bag with our original TOGG logo on it, a free copy of the one-shot that I built and put on Drive-Thru RPG and that we played as a group, I guess it would have been last week? Nope, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And a $100 gift voucher for Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. So, that's a lot of stuff. And that one is subscriber only. So you really want to get in on those free gift subs, or if you just want to make sure you get your chance, you can subscribe on your own. Either way. But the other giveaways still, you're getting a dice bag, those really nice dice, so tune in for those. All right. So, is there any other announcements? Does anyone else have anything that they want to put out to those in chat, to anyone? No? Okay, well, in that case, without further ado, we bring you The Blackest Heart. Okay, so before I get into the recap of what happened in the last session, I want to give a very, very special welcome and thank you to our special guest at sroby25 from Paradise RPG. Feel free to
Hi,
say
everybody.
hi. All right.
Hello. So happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you for joining us. We're really glad to have some friends in Paradise RPG and some of the other really awesome D&D streams that are out there. You guys are all super cool.
Thank
And,
you.
well, you're welcome. So, what happened in last session? While the party was getting ready to try on some of their outfits for the evening, for their uh, eventually move on to the Masquerade Ball at Redstone Manor, and just getting ready for the day, Jacob was there trying on some clothes while Oak came in and assisted with Oak's wonderful sewing skill that he's been developing over the past little while now. And everyone was kind of just getting up, even though it was later in the morning, when a knock happened on the door. And when they answered it, a crying halfling that they all recognized, Phineas, stood there, weeping, and handed them a note and a small leather satchel, which inside was a finger with a ring on it. And he explained to them that his uncle had been kidnapped, and he desperately needed their help. The party pretty much unanimously decided we are going to help this young halfling. We are going to try to figure out what's going on and save the day. And that they did. They ended up following him to the meeting point that had been set by the kidnappers. Finding out that those who had taken Phineas's uncle were members of the Path, a very large and all-encompassing criminal organization that seems to have its fingers in everything in most major cities. And they decided that they weren't happy with Phineas pilfering on their turf. So, the party went down into the sewers with young Phineas and met the enemy in combat. Well, things went pretty well for the party. However, a few managed to escape. Who knows what'll happen? The party then eventually returned back to their inn, and that is where we left them, tending to their wounds, as well as trying to recover from the battle and the trials of it that they had faced. So, that is where you are all at, and Phineas is still with you, as is his uncle. And he turns to you guys and he says,
Yeah, guys, I I need to get my uncle out of the city. But I can't thank you enough. So, here.
And he reaches into his little pouch at his hip, one that you recognize from before, that he's pulled many of things out there, Diana. And he pulls out several vials. And he hands one to each of you. Jacob, who he's not here just yet, I don't think. Nope. But Jacob immediately recognizes those vials and says, "Oh, those appear to be potions of healing, but not like the ones we've seen before. Slightly different."
You mean better than the ones that we had before, or worse?
Well, hold on. He motions for you to. Actually, he just uses the one he's got in his hand. He sits down for about 10 minutes, casting a spell.
I mean, I would just ask, what is it?
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, Jacob's sitting down, and and Phineas says, "Yep." And Phineas says,
I know they're good. I've used them every once in a while. They help fix up your wounds. These are a little better than kind of the standard run of the mill ones. I kind of treat myself with these.
And after he explains that, and Jacob does a little bit of testing, he announces that these are potions of greater healing.
Cool.
So these ones got a nice little kick to them for you guys.
You.
All right, and after that, he says,
Again, thank you. As soon as I get him out of the city, I'll be back. But I don't know when that'll be. I hope to see you guys again.
And he runs over to you, Oak, right to your leg, and hugs your leg.
Aww. Oak hugs him back.
And he runs over to Rhea and throws his arms around you.
I'm gonna whisper in his ear, don't forget to spread the love of air across the world. For it is only because of air that I could help.
And he looks at you and he says,
For you, darling, you got it.
Then
New Year's first follower, that's not me. Yes.
Then he runs over to Galder.
So,
And what are you in your centaur form right now?
yeah, I'm still Centaur.
Still a centaur. Okay. So he runs over to you and he looks up because there's no way he can reach your torso. He sticks out his hand
And he says, I have much respect for you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll reach down and shake his hand.
All right. And then he runs over to Jacob, who is just getting up off the floor, practically knocks him over as he gives him a big ol' hug. And then he comes over to Diana. He looks at her and he says,
With your permission, milady.
And holds his arms out.
Diana's just gonna snort and go, Since when have I stopped you before from hugging me?
And as soon as you say, since when have I stopped you, he's already kind of almost leaping through the air to give you a hug. And
Diana's not good at catching things.
You almost get knocked over from it, but he's small and light. But then it ends, and he walks back over to his uncle, who's he's been kind of standing there silent most of the time. He's still very much the worse for wear overall. Physically, he doesn't look like he's injured anymore, but he is just disheveled and worn and tired from his entire experience. And Phineas goes to him and says,
All right, Uncle. Let's get you to safety.
and he nods his head and he looks back at all of you and he says,
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
and a little tear kind of falls down his face. And the two of them scurry off. You are now left to your own devices, and after your excursions in the sewers, you were all fairly beat up. Your resources dwindled. Your clothes not smelling the greatest, and not necessarily as clean as they were this morning. And you have probably only about 8 hours left maximum until it is time for the Masquerade Ball.
Could we take a long rest while also still just getting ready for the ball?
Unfortunately, you can only take one long rest in a 24-hour period. But you can definitely take
technicalities.
Yes. Yeah. But you can take a short rest if you so desire. And if you want to spend hit points or hit dice in order to recover hit points, by all means you can do that.
I forgot, how low am I on HP?
Yes, that's right. You can't see your character sheet.
No, I can't.
You are at 30 out of 59. So I can activate a short rest for you, and you can tell me how many hit dice out of your 6 hit dice you want to use to try to recover that 29 hit points.
I'll spend 3 hit dice.
3. Okay, so roll 3d12 plus 6.
That's what I was gonna do.
And let me know what you get for a total.
25.
That'll pretty close to do it for you there. You're almost full.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, you're at 55 now. I think you're set. Everyone else can also do a short rest. There you go. Okay, so you got 14. Don't forget to add any Constitution modifier that you've got to that.
So 20 hit points. Oh, wow.
Okay. Good.
Well, not 120.
Oh, no. That...
I'm really going to push it. I am going to burn... I'll burn
There you go.
3 first level spell slots.
Okay. Were you casting a cure spell?
Magic spores.
Ah, okay.
So, let's see how lucky I get with this. I need 2s. Oh,
No 2s.
no 2s. I have 2 potions of pretty much poison. And I have, oh great, I have a mushroom baby. That's exactly what I wanted. Mushroom baby.
Mushroom baby. Okay. Hey.
I don't want to roll. Stop. Delete.
Just roll them. Just roll them. Just drop them. There you go. And I'll take care of it.
Oh, thanks.
Because GM permission, I can get rid of all your dice. Wahahaha.
We shall never know what we rolled now.
All right.
I can do this mushroom baby.
So hopefully everyone has healed up by using hit dice or spells or whatever it is you wish to do for that. But you now must decide what can be done in the hours between now and the ball, if anything needs to be done.
And it's just gonna go bathe and scrub the ever-living shit out of her skin raw.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that.
And thank God she had her normal clothing on during all of this.
Go ahead, Oak.
I will.
Oak will not bathe. Oak will not bathe. You have to force him to get into a tub like a dog would. You have to, for a dog. He smells ripe all the time.
He smells
like At this
like
point,
nature,
I think everybody
right?
just ignores it.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, Galder, what were you going to do? You were about to say something as well?
I will go ahead and use my bracers to transform into a knockoff version of Oak. Some would say a Galdor version of Oak, and then I will proceed to shower.
Okay.
A knockoff version of Oak.
And I forgot to put this in right at the beginning, but obviously you guys are all who have access to Tailspire right now can see the game board, as can everyone on the stream, and hopefully you can hear the music as well. Uh-oh. Yes, I see that, Denel Prox.
I got some blood on my dress, and like there's a hole because of an arrow. Can you pass this up?
One, Oak will take Rhea's dress and immediately furiously scrub out all the blood, and then dutifully sew up the hole and patch up anything else that needs to be patched up.
Okay.
No, I've got that Tide stick.
Oh, damn.
The natural.
It's the scene in Deadpool where he's got the all those bloody clothes, and the Tide stick.
Okay, I like it. So, what else do you do, or are you, for the most part, done with your preps for the Masquerade Ball?
I'm training Nightmare.
Okay, so you're doing some training on Nightmare?
He's close to get that dagger.
He's close to that. So yeah, go
Awesome.
ahead and make your rolls, and I can just look in the history on Tailspire once you've made them and see.
Melora's book.
Yes.
What happened with that?
You still had I think. Had you finished up the rolls? I can't remember. I think you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Okay. All right. So what you find out after reading that book is that Melora is very aloof. She doesn't actually interact with her followers very much, which you find very strange considering your interactions with her as of late. She seems to be, as one of the more major gods in the Pantheon, just stays out of the business of mortals. But from your experience, especially since the time that you have met the party and joined the party, that doesn't seem to be the case.
Only her true believers.
Watcher actually, talking to some sort of demon or something.
Yeah, she thinks she's talking to someone else.
It's
Yep.
I was talking to you the whole time.
Yeah, you think it's Melora, but it's actually Malora, who.
Close.
Lord of the Seventh Circle of Hell.
Yes.
I guess. Dumb question. Really dumb. What time do we typically take our long rests at night? Like, what time do we go to bed?
It just depends on what you guys have been doing. I mean, honestly, sometimes the group's been up late because you've been traveling, or sometimes you've gone to bed early, or you're up late partying. That the several times you've gone to inns and practically shut the tavern down and then slept in. So you guys are all over the place.
I'm gonna say 9 o'clock. Do you think this party starting before or after 9 p.m.? Will we be home before 9?
Are you setting yourself a bedtime for
No,
your baby
because
mushroom?
Oh, I'm gonna have a whole ass child with me. But no, to maintain Enemy Dead, I have to cast the spell before 24 hours ends. And then when I cast it, it sets it to that time. I try to keep it right before I take a long rest, so I don't waste the spell slot.
Well, the party is on the invitations. When you look there, it says late evening, and the implication, and actually, Diana and Rhea from your your past, you would also know this, but Diana also knows this, that, you know, just kind of based on the general way that things like this seem to go, it's not completely pitch black out when these parties start, but it's definitely late. It's getting close. The sun is still barely on the horizon, and that's kind of when things start. Everyone starts showing up. Things start happening. So you figure, yeah, this time of year you're in the middle of summer, so maybe showing up at about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the evening.
Oh man, yeah. So yeah, no. Right before we leave, I will cast Animate Dead again. Just like
Okay.
keep Laura's guard up so he doesn't die on me.
Are you going to bring him with you?
No. I'll be like, head to the boat. Wait.
Okay.
Are we taking the boat when we're done, y'all?
I don't know. I think we gotta go back to the church first.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think I just sent.
Well, no. Once we get the knuckle bones, which is what we came for, we can go back to Asteron.
Yeah, but I think we should go talk to Father Bryant first, and then somehow.
Why?
Well, didn't I send Phineas with the boat?
I think so.
Isn't he gone already?
No.
Whoops.
He has not
gone yet.
He has not left just yet because you heard him. He's on his way out to go and get his uncle out of town. So he's not headed towards the boat as of yet, as far as you know.
Well, I guess we shouldn't risk it. So yeah, no. I guess I'll make a mental note in my head that if we do run, I'll make sure I pass 60 feet by the end so I can mentally link with Laura's guard and tell him to catch up.
Okay.
I'm not losing my other baby. I got 2 babies now.
Oak will give Galder the Groot mask that Jacob got him.
Okay.
Because Oak doesn't really need it because he's gonna be a guard.
Are you giving me this because I'm a druid?
I'm giving you it because it's a masquerade ball and you need a mask.
Okay.
Plus, I asked.
How do I wear this?
I remember specifically asking Jacob for a wolf mask, not a tree mask.
This is pretty offensive, I'm going to say. But I do not understand how you just
You put it over your face.
he's just gonna stick it on face and just gonna fall off. I don't understand.
Oak will help Galder put it on his face, make sure it stays there. And
Okay.
I know. I hate things too. I have to wear armor.
I'm gonna keep lifting up my arms. The shirt doesn't fit right.
Or
It's a shirt.
Feel like this.
Honestly, I don't like shirts unless they disintegrate on me. So, that's just a personal preference. I also don't like sleeves.
I don't like shirts to begin with.
Yeah.
The struggles. I don't get how these pants work either, but I somehow managed.
Yeah. Please keep Please keep the pants on.
I will. I understand the
For
importance
now.
of this mission.
Until you have to get down. For now, just keep the pants up, dude.
Definitely. I shall.
On for like 4 hours.
Okay, you kind of broke up. I heard you say something for 4 hours.
Diana's gonna be gone for like 4 hours. You don't understand how difficult it is to wash and dry that tail to not smell like wet dog.
Okay.
Oak will smell proudly of wet dog, and he always does.
Gosh.
Okay.
And then she'll use like 2 hours or so for the disguise kit for Oak. I have no idea how to do that, by the way.
Okay. All you're gonna do is I'm just gonna have you make one check for your disguise kit, and I put that on you. I thought I put that in your additional skills. No. I did not. So that
It's just a tool.
yeah, I'm gonna say because you're proficient in it, so you can add your proficiency bonus, and you can add, I would say, wisdom because it's knowing how to use it. You know, having that kind of okay, I know this would work better here. It's just street smarts when it comes to it. So 1d20 plus 4 is what you're gonna do. So go ahead and roll your 1d20.
D20 plus 4?
Yep, because you get your 5 proficiency bonus. I was looking at your initiative.
So 1d20 plus 5?
Yep.
How do I add a plus 5, or do I just have
You just manually in your head. So
okay,
you got an 8.
that like bounced off Oak.
It doesn't matter. That's just how the dice work.
That's still not fair.
So after the first hour, you look at the disguise and you're like, this won't do. And you
I've known it bounced off tokens. I would have thrown it elsewhere.
So after the first hour, you're like, this is just not working the way I thought. So since you said you were spending 2 hours, you get to roll again.
Stop! Arrogance! Whatever. I got a 14. It's a 19.
19. So much better. You look at it. You're pretty satisfied with it. You think, yeah, this will definitely do. All right, so that's basically how you are spending 6 hours of time cleaning your tail and stuff, and then
getting ready and everything else.
Okay, so
Oak will once again help Diana into her dress and do that really good knot that he knows how to do.
Oh gee, roll survival. Let's see how your knot tying is again.
5. That's the number I got.
Okay. It's not gonna be like the one you did before, where it could basically hold a climber against the side of a mountain. But it's together. Looks like it'll hold up.
Oh, good.
Diana, you could probably actually get this one undone this time, if you wanted to.
I would
Probably.
hope so, because she's not the only one who needs to.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. All right. So, while Diana is taking care of prepping herself and helping with disguises and stuff, the rest of you still have more time to do. Is there anything else you would like to do before it's time to head to the ball?
Rhea is gonna head out with Nightmare.
Diana.
Okay, well, hold on. Diana, you're busy with the 6 hours of stuff, so Rhea, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm heading out with Nightmare to do the things I've done before.
Okay. The things you have done before. I like this.
Yeah.
I like how you're being...
You know what I'm talking about.
Well, the first thing or the second thing?
Second thing. Second thing. Definitely not the first thing.
Which everyone pretty much knows, but no, not gonna spoil it. So, all right. So you head out to do
I don't
your
think
thing.
the viewers know, and that's what's important.
Yes, keep them in the dark. Surprise them later.
Exactly.
All right. So
Suspense. Cliffhangers.
So, still have not heard from our wizard yet. But, Galder, is there anything else you would like to do prior to leaving for the ball this evening?
I don't know. Part of me is like, should I just go ahead and burn my last one and try again? But I'm like, I might need 1 cure wounds. I guess I'll big chill with my spore baby.
Okay.
Feed it some
Yes,
mushrooms.
the
I don't know how.
father.
I don't know how
Real
you take
catch.
care of.
Okay.
Is there any pockets on? I'm sure there's pockets.
Yes, there's pockets.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna put my spore baby in it and be like, come on, kiddo.
Okay.
Come on.
Can Diana's going to talk to Oak for a moment and ask him, do you remember that tablet we saw Lady Redstone buying from Galder's previous boss?
Uh-huh.
Up in that room.
Uh-huh.
If able, without risking or getting caught, do you think you and Rhea could try to grab that for Jacob?
Sure. I mean, the bones and the tablet will probably be in somewhat of the same location, so it's not. It shouldn't be that hard. God, I hope it's not that hard.
Well, most of the time, most nobles aren't, from my experience, smart enough to add magic traps, but Lady Redstone also has an affinity for magical items. So, you got a 50-50 chance?
I'll take it.
Also, I was talking to Jacob about it. The room up in the office where she said her husband was, apparently there is some form of a hallway behind a wall from what he could gather. He just doesn't know how to open it.
Okay.
To give you a rough idea where to start. Also, none of the guests or nobles are going to be entering through the back area where all of the work is, so that's probably your best entry point.
Have Rhea go in with you, and then we'll meet.
You're breaking up so bad.
It's okay. Just keep going. You'll be fine.
No, like I couldn't hear her.
That's right.
She said for me to go in with you guys, and Oak will go in the back, and then we'll meet up like in the party. Is what I'm assuming was the rest of it.
That should work. Your best bet, Rhea, is to meet him back in the servants' quarters, rather than waiting to meet him among the guests.
Rhea is gone.
I'm in reference to you in general.
Yeah, sure.
I will,
Oak will
just throw
tell
it out
Rhea
there.
this when she gets back.
There you go.
And then,
Sounds like I'll tell
Galder,
Rhea. Yeah.
your best bet, can Diana describe... He's never met her, so Diana has to describe what Lady Redstone looks like to him.
She's annoying. She's a noble. Her last name is Redstone.
That doesn't help him at all. And Diana's gonna go into a more descriptive so he knows what she looks like. But she's gonna follow it up with, the only problem is it's a masquerade ball, and more than likely she's probably gonna be wearing a mask as well to try to blend in with the crowd and get as many rumors as she can. It's typically what most nobles do.
But there's also
If
the
they don't
chance that
know who
she's
you
not
are,
gonna-
there is that, just so people know who she is to try and praise her for the party. Or, it is a fairly big place. There's going to be a lot of people. You've hit on a lot of creatures before. She was eyeing Oak up like he was a piece of rare steak, so it shouldn't be that hard to figure out who has the thing for the beast shifters.
Which is gross.
I mean, people make mistakes.
Also, how good are you at lying?
I'm excellent at lying.
Well, the reason
He
I
says
ask
while
is
lying.
because... The reason I ask is because she knows Oak is, quote-unquote, of my noble line in a form of speaking. So if you just say you're from my kingdom, you should have an easy in to talk to her because she was essentially kissing my feet the entire time.
Okay.
Apparently, nobility likes to suck up to nobility. I don't understand why.
I mean, it's just, I thought, yeah, I don't know. That's good. Galdor...
Zeke and I. Wow. Jacob
job.
and I. Shut up. I almost did it
You
again.
almost did it
automatically.
again.
You're the worst at this.
I am. Jacob and I will handle the actual guests and trying to make sure nobody actually wanders off. And if anything goes wrong, Jacob's familiar can tell him if something's happening with you guys and if we need to cause a distraction. I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet for that. He hasn't told me, but he said he has a plan. I'm just supposed to go along with it.
Delicious.
Why would you use that word?
I don't know. That's a term.
Oh, do I need to like roll a dice to see how much gold I lose?
Yes, you do. It's I'm trying to remember what I had you do last time. I think it was just percentile.
Percentile.
Okay,
30.
there you go.
Okay.
Galdor will, Oh, Ray is not here.
Oh, and Galder,
Yeah.
whatever you do, don't talk about necromancy. Just
Yeah,
trust me.
you
Don't
know
talk about necromancy.
It's not my whole life. My spores... Wait. I still have spores growing out of me.
You should probably get rid of those.
Can you?
Yeah. Because I cast magic spores, so I technically have 2 green caps on my head. But how long
big?
do they last?
You could just
I
say
mean,
they're part of the
noticeable.
decoration for your mask.
Oh yeah!
That is true.
Bam, problem solved. Didn't even have to worry about it. And I guess when Rhea comes back, I'll inform them that I'll cast Pass Without Trace the moment we all... Oh wait, I'd have to do it before. When we all start walking towards, so it gives us at least an hour. Or the moment we get in the building. I'm trying to think how you would do this stealthily.
Does Diana still have the blueprints?
Yes, you do.
Okay, can she go over the blueprints with Oak and Galder to show them where was what and what rooms might have been changed or what layouts became different from the blueprints from when they looked around the house?
Yes, you can.
So that way they know which quarter to come in, where best to go to avoid any of the guests and more than likely most of the guards, as well as how to get up the staircase and where to go. Another thing is, Rhea has that one spell that allows her to make noises and whatnot. If she can focus it, she should be able, when you're going down the hall towards the main room that leads up to the husband's office, if she uses the right kind of noise and specifies it in the right area towards over here, it should draw the attention of most of the guards away from where you need to get in. Now, don't do something like a loud animal or whatnot, because that'll cause a panic and force everybody to have to evacuate the building, which is the last thing we need.
God, there's so many rules. Just to let y'all know, I am very low on spell.
This is mainly telling Oak, because Oak can tell Rhea.
Well, I know Rhea's probably pretty far down on spells as well. Or at least spell points, because you guys...
Sorcery points.
Yeah,
I'm
sorcery
really hurting.
points. Yeah.
Yeah, but this doesn't really need sorcery points.
Well, I'm just nervous. I can stop someone from dying
That's good. Always
temporarily.
good.
The biggest thing we just need to focus on is don't cause panics and don't cause anything to attack you, otherwise we are all fucked.
So don't conjure animals. Make little
Actually, that might come in handy later depending on how this goes. If they end up causing too much of a ruckus and alerts too many of the guards, all else fails, you can use conjure animals to try and divert their attention elsewhere. However, that's only if you get told you need to.
Pony. I can make 8 ponies appear. I mean,
Jesus
That's-
Christ, Golder.
8 ponies.
I was gonna say I can make 8 spiders or scorpions, but I'm
That's
like,
not better.
I was like, don't. Oh, I can make 4 canceled. Yep, 4 riding horses. I'm just throwing ideas out there.
If for any chance you run into a guard and they don't seem to go near any noise you make or anything else, the best thing you can do is avoid the truth but don't lie.
Ooh. Damn. Try.
For example, if Oak and Rhea run into a guard, Rhea got lost inside the manor, Oak is just trying to get her back to where she needs to be. You're technically not lying, but you're not exactly telling the truth either.
Got it.
Hey, who says Rhea's gonna be lost, like, legitimately? That's a lie. Rhea,
Here's the
great
thing, though.
directions.
You're part of a group called the Lost.
Oh shit, that loophole.
We're both
So,
Boston.
you're technically not lying.
Yeah. I guess I'm all set if everyone else is.
I'm
We're
ready.
mainly just waiting for Jacob at this point.
All right.
I'm trying to kill
and-
time.
Yes, and that is the kind of the case because he just have a message that I got from him about 3 minutes ago that says he'll be here hopefully in about 15. So
I'm just trying to kill time by going over the plan.
okay. Good. Well,
Poor baby.
why don't you review the map as well?
That's what I was doing.
Okay. Sorry.
Because I said they're gonna compare the blueprints of the house with what the actual layout was and all of that happy stuff.
So
I
how
have faith
did
in all
Rhea's escapade go?
That is an excellent question. While you were out, how long did you actually spend? Because
It probably would have been like 5 hours.
okay, yeah, that
So would have you gotten back in time to actually go over the plan and everything then?
Yeah,
I was
because
showing up like 30 minutes before we'd have to leave.
even
So
when
that's enough time.
Rhea was, if she was gone 5 hours, you spent 6 hours bathing and disguising Oak, so she could have been gone during that time, and
then gotten back and
gotten
gone over
back.
the...
Exactly. So that's not a big issue to worry about. So, since you were
Rhea.
doing that for, hold on 1 second. Since you were doing that for 5 hours, while you were out there, the reason you only had to spend 30 gold this time is actually because you learned a little something last time where the cheaper stuff to purchase, even still reasonable quality but cheaper, was located. So you were able to kind of cut some deals. And then, as you were going out, you had, let's let fate decide. $11 different people were very interested in what you said out of the amount of people that you dealt with.
Okay. That's not bad. That's not
No,
bad.
not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, so Diana, you were going to ask Rhea something.
If she's actually back to talk to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd be back by now.
Okay.
Okay, so Diana's actually gonna ask Rhea if she'd be willing to go into a different room to talk to her for a second.
Okay.
Yes.
Can Oak come?
I would rather you and I just talk.
Okay. I'm gonna go whisper something to Oak.
Okay. So you whisper something to
I'm,
Oak.
I'm, I'm gonna whisper. If I scream, come help me.
What?
She's
Well,
already.
Rhea's thinking of the last time you came. And
No shit, Rhea. Of course I'll come and help you. I'll sit outside the goddamn door.
good. Okay, we can talk in private.
And Oak promptly follows them.
And Diana's just gonna look at Oak and go, Oak, please.
I'm gonna sit outside the door.
Just,
whisper to
I need
Jacob.
you to trust me on this, alright?
Okay.
Just let me talk to her.
But
Well-
you do have a track record, and I will sit outside the door. I will sit across the hall, but I'll sit outside the door.
All right. What was that, Galder? You also had.
I'm gonna whisper to Jacob.
All right. Since I'm currently Jacob until he gets here.
Say, what's up? Everyone's whispering, so I thought we should.
Jacob looks at you with a very, very serious face, then leans in towards your ear and goes, "Psst, psst, 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 psst." Then straightens back up, still a serious look on his face, and then you just see the edge of his mouth kind of rise up in a half smile.
What a dork. I learned that word while I was out in the scene.
Okay, so you are now alone with Rhea. Rhea, Diana?
She's gonna take a second to try and think of how she wants to phrase this.
Okay.
She's just gonna sit down and think about it for a second and then look at Ray and go, look. I understand you have a close bond to your deity, and I understand most of your actions are generally just kill it, explode it, or burn it. But I need you to understand that for something like this, you have a lot of a wider skill set than just destroying things.
I mean, I know. I used to be a noble too. I know how to talk.
I'm not talking about the nobility, Rhea. You're small, you're quick, and very light on your feet and very good with your hands. For something like this, I know your first instinct is to just run and destroy it, but if something goes wrong, use what you have aside from just your magic.
I have stuff besides my magic?
You
What
have
do
a
I
lot more
have?
than... Well, for one, your attitude, both in a good way and a bad way. Secondly, you're very quick on your feet. You know how to get out of a situation if need be without automatically destroying something. You did it when we first met. You're
I can be
nimble and you
quick.
know how... Did you just say you can quack?
I said I can be quick.
I'm sorry, it came through my headset. I said I can quack.
Beware the
It
ducks.
did for me too.
Beware
I heard
the
quacks.
Yonk yonk am goose.
Well, I said be quick, so.
And Diana's gonna look at her, and I know you and I don't get along mainly because of a difference on how to handle situations. I prefer to talk my way out of things and get people to focus their attention on me. You prefer to not have the attention on you for whatever reason that we're not gonna go into right now. The point is, you don't give yourself enough credit for how smart you are without needing your magic or your deity. So, with this situation, we're relying a lot on you and Oak to be able to do this without needing to rely on your magic.
But I
You're
like
very-
my magic.
I know you like it. The thing is, Rhea, to protect Oak during all of this and to make sure this goes well, your magic will be more of a hindrance to you during this.
Wait, no, I can make Oak fast too.
I'm not talking about your speed skill. I'm talking about the fact that there's gonna come a point, more than likely during this, where Oak's first instinct is going to be to fight and protect you, and if you want to protect him, you need to just talk your way out of it.
I mean, if Oak is fighting, I'm gonna fight too.
Raya, think of it like this. If this goes wrong and they try to attack you both, there is a lot of people who can do a lot of damage to him if you fight back. And Jacob and I won't be there to talk you out of it. I'm trusting you with this to protect both you and Oak without using your magic. Jacob and I won't be there to protect the two of you if need be. And you always tell me about how you're able to do anything. So for this, do the thing that doesn't require your magic.
But what if it needs magic, you know?
Give me an example.
What if we gotta escape, but there's no escape routes? So I fireball the wall to break it.
Rather than
Ooh,
fireballing the
escape route.
wall, or you could have the familiar that will be with Oak contact Jacob. Jacob can teleport to you both and get you out without
So
causing
Jacob's
a ruckus.
Magic? Do you just not
Jacob
like it?
literally can't do anything else, and you know this. All he's good for is his magic and his book smarts. Just because he has a pretty face doesn't mean he's good at talking his way out of things. He's a shit liar.
I mean, I'm not gonna try to be thrown in jail, so I'm gonna do whatever it takes to not do that.
Rhea,
Because jail's no
If-
fun.
it's not. Believe me. Trust me. I get it. The situation for this, if the guards catch you, if you do not fight back, we can get you out. But you need to trust us the way we're trusting you two right now.
I'm not gonna let myself get taken by guards. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Rhea, you're not listening to me. If you want this to work and you want to ensure that nobody gets hurt, and if you want to make sure you essentially run most of this, you can't use the magic and you can't fight back.
It's not that I care if anyone gets hurt. I mean, like, if a guard gets hurt, that's fine.
Rhea.
I'll be fine. Everything will be okay. I won't get caught by a guard. I'm too quick for that.
You are quick, which means you should be able to just hide. You don't need to fight. Do you know how
I'm
easy...
not saying I'm gonna fight unless I have to.
Let me put it into perspective for this. Do you know how to cry on spot?
I'm better than that.
Rhea, what I mean is, do you know how well of a tool it is when a woman starts crying, let alone a child?
But then they'll be looking down on me.
No, you'll have them right where you need them to manipulate them. You can convince them you're just a scared little girl who doesn't know where she is. The moment they let their guard down, you and Oak can get away. They're gonna be looking at you as something they need to now protect, rather than something they need to fight.
Wait, why would they fight me in the first place? We're going to
Because-
tell them I'm lost to begin with.
That's if they catch you with the items.
Oh, in that case, we just run. We can book it out of there. See, that is the perfect time for a fireball in the wall.
Rhea!
Though I guess if we're on the second floor, I might want to aim for the ground. Wait, that might hurt people. That might hurt you, and Jacob, if you were below. Maybe the fireball into the wall might not be a good idea.
You know what you could do, though?
Shoot.
You
Run
know that
away.
run away, and you know that illusion spell you have?
Uh-huh.
Why not make something more dangerous than you become the center of their focus?
Oh, I did that one time in the town square. I made like a lion roar and everyone ran away. It was great.
Maybe instead of a lion, you do something more venomous.
So like a dragon?
I don't know if you can make something that big.
I'm gonna use minor illusion to have a like not a loud dragon's roar, but like a tiny dragon's roar. It's like as if it sounded from the distance.
So, like, it's a big dragon, it's just far away?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's quiet.
Yeah. You're adept enough with your magic and your spells that, you know, I mean, minor illusion, it's one of those things that you just sometimes cast just to play with. So you are are good enough that you've been able to fine tune, you know what? If I stick this at the edge of my range and I reduce the volume to this much, but then make it sound like this, it's going to sound like this kind of thing, but just further away. So
doing the dragon, but like I don't want to like scare everyone in the inn.
Right, like
So quiet enough that it stays in the room.
Yeah, it's like you hear like a dragon roar that to your guys' ears sounds like it's not necessarily coming from the room, but coming from some distance outside the room in the direction that Rhea cast the spell. Like it's a large dragon way away that it's making a huge roar that is being muffled by the walls of the inn and everything, such that you can hear it in the room and you're like, oh my gosh, there's a huge dragon, 300 yards away that way, or something like that.
Yeah, if she and Rhea talked about that for a second, Diana would just smile and look at her and go, that would be perfect. What it would do is it would draw the guards' attentions away from you, not alert the guests downstairs, and then you and Oak can just book it.
Well, if the guards are looking at me, they'll see me cast the spell and they'll know it's fake. Because that still requires like components, so they'll still see the spell go off.
Not if you're hiding behind Oak's legs like a scared little girl. He's a really big guy and you're really small.
What? Now I'm looking at what components the spell actually cast to see if that would work.
Oh my god! I just looked at the chat.
No. Bad goblin.
No!
Nice. All right, so you and Rhea are kind of hashing out some details, and it sounds like you have come to some kind of consensus. Okay, gotcha.
She's like 12.
Yeah. Rhea is like,
Oak
she's a
is
kid.
19.
Actually,
Yeah, Oak's
she's
19.
13.
Oh, she had a
Just so
birthday.
you know,
Mhm.
Oak
not
is 19,
12.
and in shifter years, Oak is like late 20s, so he's an adult.
And Galder?
I think I'm 27.
Ah, the grandpa of the group. Actually,
It's
I
like
think Jacob might be
20.
older.
I think Jacob is like 27, 28 maybe. Diana's like 24, 25.
All right.
Don't worry. Just because she's young, she's only 2'8". So don't worry. She gives an imposing stature, really.
Oh,
Okay, so as you guys kind of work out the intricacies of the plans and start to really come together as, okay, what roles can we do and how can we make this plan work? The time slowly arrives and you find yourself here at the hour that you need to leave to go to the Masquerade Ball.
If only I could see.
Yes, if only you could.
And oh look, all of the fucking anxiety from before suddenly comes rushing back.
So I think I realized, Oak, you need a rim of your own so you can see again.
Yes. Yes, and we'll call that rim Duke Energy or something like that, right? No.
Yeah, Duke Energy.
Yeah. Yeah, I got them too, and they haven't been bad for me, but
No,
oh well.
like pine.
Okay, so the hour has arrived, and you must gather yourselves and head off to the Masquerade Ball. And it's been long enough. I can no longer wait for Jacob. He should be coming here soon. So hopefully he will catch up with us. But you guys eventually head out and make your way over towards Redstone Manor. So I need all of you who are in Tailspire to go ahead and choose Redstone Manor board up in the upper left, you know, that little globe icon. If it's not there, hit the spacebar and that'll take you there. You'll see the icon, and then you choose the Redstone Manor map. And it will take a moment or two to load up because it's friggin' huge.
It is very big. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. And
some would say dummy thick.
yes.
Oh! Jacob lives!
Is he here?
He's online.
He is online. Oh, so just in time, basically. All right, so so we got. I gotta make sure I've got everybody on the board who needs to be. So let's just get rid of these.
It's taking forever to load.
It will take some time. It's a huge map.
Also, I will be AFK for a moment. My fucking boss is calling me again.
Okay, no worries. It happens. Alright, so there's one of them. Alright, here's another. Here is our party wizard dropping in. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need this one. There we go. And Senor Oak. And Rhea. Okay, and just make sure they're all assigned to you guys properly. So, yep, that one's there. Yep, okay. And, yep. And just two more to check. Yeah, that's it. So I think I got them all set here. And who is that? Yep, that's Jacob. So there we go. All right. Okay. So once Jacob gets in, I see his screen on Discord, and I actually need to fix your window there, Galder, because he is finally joining in. So don't mind it, folks. You can kind of take a a short break as I'm doing this.
Then I will go see how long it'll take for the power to get on.
Yes, you can check that. I am almost ready with fixing Galder's video feed here.
Blame me. This is all Jacob's fault.
Oh, it is. I don't deny that one bit. Can you hear us? Oh, okay, good. You can hear us.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
was just mute for a second.
Alright, this one here needs to change.
Wait for the game to load.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely cast Pass without a trace now.
Alright.
Apologies, we get caught up real fast. Where are we?
Yes, why don't, Galder, why don't you kind of fill
I'm back.
Jacob in?
What's up? So we had our discussions, and I have a mushroom baby now. Yeah,
Nice.
it's lit. It's in my
He's bringing it to the party.
my chest pocket. It's like,
All right.
bros, I'm here. Other than that, we went over the plan. We took some showers. Oaks didn't take no shower.
Diana attempted to have a tiny heart-to-heart with Rhea.
Yeah, it was kind of adorable.
Oak gave Galder the Groot mask.
Oh yeah, I have a Groot mask.
Nice. No,
I mean, it kind of
offensive. I thought it was gonna eventually go to Galder if he was coming back. I'm not gonna lie.
It is very offensive. Highly offensive. I even said it. Other than that, we are currently
Alright.
So we're walking up to the entrance, or
Come
I
with us.
think we're walking.
Alright, so,
My camera's
To-
not on. So.
to answer your question, well, put your camera on.
No!
Oh, and Nightmare's like getting really close to being able to fight with us with a dagger in his mouth. So
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
nice.
That'll happen.
I'm on. The game's not loading up yet, so
Yep, and you got the invite code in the Discord, yes?
yes, I put that in.
Alright,
Okay.
I found out Malore's aloof.
So, all of you that are in Tailspire, your map should have, you should be, I see you on the map, and you should have been kind of moved right to this entryway pathway that you can
I
see.
just smacked myself in the face.
Nice.
Don't do that.
But that's fun.
Yes.
Stop hitting
And-
himself.
Diana also somehow managed to take a 4-hour-long bath.
Believable.
Oak did not bathe because he is a dog and you have to force him to get into a bath of any kind.
Makes sense.
I will solve that, you guys, tomorrow.
Hey, Galder,
Who's gonna take a bath? Yes.
can you maybe tilt your camera down just a hair? Because it's kind of cutting off your face. That's a little better. Thank you.
Man, throw something on my screen because of you.
I did nothing. I was not here.
Don't worry, I
My
missed
fault.
you completely.
All right. So while you are getting logged in there, Jacob.
Still waiting on it.
Alright.
Kinda.
No worries. But well, you're getting logged in there. So you all arrive at the Redstone Manor, and as you can see, if you're on the map anyway, that it is very close to the sun, being completely behind the horizon. The manor itself is lit up all around with light decorations hanging from the eaves at the top of the manor, braziers lining the pathway, torches all along the walls. And it is a very inviting look as it brings you to the door. So for all of you who are in, you can go ahead and move yourselves up to the door if you want.
Oak is gonna sneak around the back to get to the servants' entrance.
Okay.
And he
Um,
is sneaking, so should I roll a stealth thing?
Oh,
Yes. Any of you who are going to sneak and go not through, try to not go through the front entrance, you will need to roll stealth for that.
whilst before we had walked up completely to where everyone was going to use flock of familiars,
Okay.
just that second one. So there's going to be 2 extra spiders, including Spider Friend that's on. One is going to go to Oak, and one's going to go to Galder.
Spider Hrim? Spider Hrim.
Man, I'm
Does
jumping.
whatever a Spider Hrim can.
Okay,
And
so 3 total, counting Harim, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So guess what? You now have control over 3 little spiders. So as soon as you get in,
So it's all right.
as soon as you
Because
get
I'm
in,
waiting for you. To send me.
amazing. Just amazing.
I hate this.
all right. So it looks like
Here, I'll take a screenshot and like post it.
Hey, that'll be okay with me.
so
Oak got a 16, by the way.
on his stealth. Okay, and Galder, you had cast Pass Without Trace. Did you
I
include?
did.
Did you include plus 10 to that?
No, I did not.
Okay.
And I also.
And that was
I'm not-
just your
I don't
die
have-
roll, right?
Yes, that was just my dice roll.
Okay. So you have a 31.
Yeah.
That's without trace. Oof.
Yeah, that is a big one.
Yeah.
No one will see the best mob ever.
Oh, they look great.
They look.
One of them
something.
needs to be. One of them needs to be marked.
Okay, so did everyone who was trying to be stealthy roll for stealth?
I think it's only. Oh,
Yeah, I
right.
think only Oak was the one being stealthy.
He's the only one being
only
stealthy.
I need to be.
Because he's
I
the
will
one
only-
Well, I guess if Grim, if one of the Spider Friends is on him, I guess he also needs to be stealthy.
Yes.
All right. Just give me 1 second to go over to extras so I can get the notes for him again.
If Oak has like a pocket or a pouch, he can put Spider Hrim in that.
Yeah.
Or Spider Baby Hrim.
You could do that because remember they're pretty small in general. They're more like they're not as big as what shows up on the map. They're more like a tarantula size. Yeah. So yes, Oak, you've got pouches and stuff on you. You can easily just hide it in there.
No, awesome.
Also, is Oak wearing like
So
that stupid clanky armor? that, or is he like in
That
a
was-
good disguise?
that's entirely up to Diana. What was your goal with the disguise? What were you trying to disguise him as? Actually, she had to step away for a phone call, so she might not be back on yet.
Oh, sorry. Forgot to put my thing down.
Okay.
It explains why nobody was answering my question.
Yes.
But no, her goal was to make him look exactly like the Redstone Guards.
Okay, so you're actually not wearing that armor. What she did is she managed to, using available cloth and material, and with some of your help with sewing, basically make you look like a kind of a leather armored guard. So you're not really wearing armor. It just looks like leather, like a simple leather armor, just kind of piecemeal here and there, with a black motif on everything. The shirt, the pants, it's primarily black, and some lighter gray, kind of accents here and there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Jacob, you're still working on logging in?
Yes. If you want, I can roll. Where would you like me to roll if I need?
I did see a floating dice.
Yes. Just
that's
drop.
me.
A 2, and you were rolling for?
That was my little baby.
Oh, okay. All
He's
right.
rolling a stealth check.
Oh my god, my roommate gave me fruit snacks and I can't open them.
Nice.
Oh, that's the worst.
Where am I rolling? I'm sorry.
Please.
12 though.
Well, actually, your spiders, your one spider that's going with Oak is hidden in one of Oak's pouches, so you don't have to roll for stealth on him.
Well, I need to roll for the one that's on Galder, because if Galder's
Oh, yeah.
not being sneaky.
So I have mushrooms growing out of me, a spider on me, and a mushroom in my pocket. That's a
You
lot.
could say that
up?
the spider is part of the costume as
It's
well.
part of the motif.
Yeah, bro.
There you go.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll
So-
it. Go ahead and roll it though. Just so.
Where at? I'm sorry.
Just. Well, I don't see you in the game yet, so.
Yeah. It's just not loading, and I don't know why. If you want, I can use our
Use a TOGG dice.
hashtag sponsor critically hit gaming supplies materials. And
No!
Hold on. I'm gonna get the dice out.
All right.
Holy gee, all occurs.
And
All I know is I can't get the damn camera to focus for me. Thank you.
you just have to adjust it around, move the camera height with the.
I have
red bar.
been!
Yep. And zooming in and out. You just gotta kind of play with it.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's either I am so far away I can't see anyone,
Mm.
or I am so zoomed in all I can see is us.
Okay. Drop
That's
the
fine.
drop the white bar on the right hand side all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
And then angle your camera to get it as flat as possible, and then adjust your zoom.
Oh, I forgot I could do that.
Yep.
Critical hit gaming supplies, where you can get some great. All right, here we go. What?
Okay.
Oh goodness. Got a looks to be a 13 boy right there.
All right. Good to go. All right.
So 13 plus 4.
All right. Okay. Good to know.
This thing looks
Good to know.
It's more saltier than my baby.
Okay. So Oak, you are sneaking around back, and you've got one of the little prim copycat spiders with you, and I will move you and your spider way around the back of the building as you kind of go around and you're searching for an entrance, some kind of servant's entrance somewhere. So I'm just kind
It
of
was towards the back left?
So you're going around the building right now. And while you are walking all the way around that way, the rest of you are entering the manor, I assume?
By the way, how do you move square by square again?
You hold down shift, and you use your arrow keys or WASD.
Okay, that is a lie. It started freaking out.
I'm doing it.
You have to make sure you're selected on your character.
I was!
Okay, and then hold shift and just use the arrow keys.
Alrighty.
So, just like this.
Okay, but it's not letting me!
It should be.
Rhea's actually not going to enter the manor. She's just going to
Try
stop
now.
at the door and kind of just stare at it.
Okay. Okay. So
Hey,
as
why are you staring?
Scary.
you enter the manor, looks like Galder, and Diana and Jacob, you were going with them. Yes.
See.
It won't let me move her.
It should.
I have to like click and drag. It won't let me do the square by square.
Okay, then for now we'll just have to click and drag.
Use the clickety button.
Okay, so here
Did
you
you
are.
just tell me to use the clickety button? I swear to God.
Okay, so as you enter the manor, you guys can go ahead and move yourselves up into the manor.
I can't.
I'll do that in just a few. Or however long it takes.
I'm just gonna leave y'all. Screw y'all. This is my scene. Oh, okay. Didn't like that.
So
Freaking out.
that has moved you into the manor. Your view, anyway. And what you see before you is there are several armed guards located around the center of the entry hall. You also see a very familiar face, Jacob and Diana, that of Lady Redstone, standing in front of the nice little rock sculpture fountain in the center, and next to her a very finely dressed gentleman who you can only assume must be her husband. And
If you're playing Lady Redstone like I thought you were, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
And she looks your way.
Am I right?
And she looks your.
I just see you grinning.
Yeah, she looks your way. And go right ahead, lady.
So how far away is everybody right now?
They're about a good 30 feet and kind of coming past the guards and approaching the center. So they're... Gelder just freaked out.
Yeah, I was gonna jump, but I'm good now.
Alright. So as they get within about 10 feet of you approaching, you see the princess you saw before. You see the court wizard you saw before. And Galder, you're disguised as Oak, right? So...
Yeah, I'm a knockoff version.
Well, not so much like disguised as Oak, but more just like the same race as Oak.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see what looks a fairly familiar build and shape in general. It's obviously, from what you can tell, another shifter, and must be one of her other personal guards. You gather.
Mm-hmm.
But they approach, and you have guests.
All right.
Rhea, come inside! Can you not get in?
I mean, like, through Tailspire, I probably could, but Rhea is just currently standing outside looking at the door.
Oh my god. And Diana's gonna look at Galder and go, can you go get Rhea?
Sure, why not? I'm a hop, skip, and jump away.
All right.
I'm a scoop Rhea.
Okay. So Galder backs away, and you see, as continuing to approach you, just a little closer, are the Volpes princess, who you had met before, and her advisor.
Ah, my friends, it is good to see you again. Welcome. I'm so glad you could make it.
Likewise for you, Lady Redstone. It's an honor to be here.
But where is your other friend that you had last time? I was very much looking forward to seeing him.
Oh god, I can't take you seriously.
Come, Rhea.
This is weird. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, I'm so used to him doing it. Diana's just gonna chuckle a bit and go, sadly, he had to return to take care of some things for me.
Ah, that is unfortunate. But I am glad that you are here. Please, make yourself at home.
Thank you, Lady
Once
Redstone.
Galder gets to Rhea, and like as soon as he like touches her, she'll kind of just be like, oh yeah,
asleep.
and then just start walking in.
Okay.
Come.
So
Diana will
approach.
turn
go ahead.
and go, these two are actually with me as well.
Ah, more friends. Please introduce me.
Galder, he's one of my leading trainers for most of the armies within my kingdom, while Rhea here is actually young, but she's one of the more trusted... I'm trying to think of the word off the top of my head. I can't remember what it is. It's not a scholar, it's the people who do most of the research for the wizarding area.
Researcher?
And I can't remember what it's called.
Researcher.
Points to House Galdor.
But no, she'll
Researcher.
essentially introduce Rhea and Galder as someone who helps with the training alongside Oak, and then Rhea helps with a lot of the research with Jacob.
Ah, a military man and another scholar, just like myself.
An apprentice. If you would.
Rhea looks like slightly uncomfortable.
Galdrish is big chill.
Other
He's like,
Stop.
man, this is weird. But I'm gonna fake it.
Other guests have also arrived. Some have come before you. There are others coming in behind you. And as you are entering in and you meet Lady Redstone, you're all directed by her guards towards the ballroom, where many people are already engaging in festivities. And the lady and her husband, who, after allowing the lady to make the first introductions, introduces himself as well. He says, "Greetings, Your Highness. I am Lord Alton Redstone. It is a pleasure to meet you."
Ah, yes, how rude of me. I forgot to introduce my husband. This is, as he said, Lord Alton Redstone, the love of my life.
"And you are mine." And he smiles to her. And they lead you and all the other guests to the ballroom, where a band is, or I should say, a troupe of musicians are already engaged in playing music, and there are already some partygoers there. And I am going to just move you all over to that area real quick.
I'm glad you can, because I don't know what the fuck to do for this thing.
Slowly but surely we'll...
Yes. New system. Who dis? Oh, no, wait, sorry.
Can Diana just, like, lightly pull Rhea closer to her?
I'm sure she probably could.
Or just to let the small one hide behind her, practically, sort of?
Yes, if she wanted to, she most definitely could. So you are led through these doors over here on the side, if it will open. Oh no. It locked up on me.
Well, I guess they're not opening, huh?
The systems.
Alright, hold on one second.
This door locking is brought to you by Critical Hit Games.
I'm gonna throw something at you, Jacob.
You can make sure you can get some amazing miniatures for your games, and if it's not everything that you see in the store that you want, just go ahead and send an email to that contact to make it do something a little bit more to your favor.
You almost went into the radio announcer voice. You almost did it. I could hear it.
The radio announcer?
Rhea would have gone closer to Diana and kind of like grabbed onto her dress.
Okay. Well, you all find yourself in the dance hall, in the ballroom itself. Everyone is wearing gorgeous masks and amazing finery and dancing around and having a wonderful time. Lady Redstone seems to be running around entertaining guests and keeping an eye on all the comings and goings and the more important people, and moving herself throughout them, mingling. Also, you can go ahead and describe what she's wearing and what she looks like if you'd like.
Yeah, for sure. So you see Lady Redstone. She's fairly tall, very pale skin, but very smooth. She's wearing a long, kind of form-fitting, elegant red dress. It's long sleeve and it kind of shimmers when she moves. And she's wearing a black mask that's rather lacy. And her bright blue eyes are just shimmering through the black mask. And her light brown hair is up in an elegant knot at the top of her head. And she's just moving very gracefully.
Meanwhile, Diana's over here in dark blue.
The opposite.
And
Right.
all of you head in.
Get locked.
And I'll just move all of you into there.
Wee.
Ah, there you go.
Oh.
Okay, now, do you all continue to stick together at this point?
No, I shall venture off on my own.
Okay. So, after entering the ballroom, which I'm getting you there.
Actually, just before they go in, after like Lady Redstone and Galder have gone off, so it's just her, Jacob, and Rhea. Diana's actually gonna turn and crouch down to Rhea's height and look at her and go, "Remember, if there's one thing about nobles, they all have sticks so far up their ass they probably don't understand half of the shit around them to begin with."
Glad I'm not a noble.
I mean, that's fairly right.
So, just because you're around nobles doesn't mean anything. You're not them, remember?
All right, so
You're just gonna get silence from Rhea at the moment.
Now, once we're actually inside, stick to the walls and try to go find the servers' quarters towards the back left corner, okay? That should be where Oak is.
So you find yourselves currently in the ballroom. Galdor, you said you were going to slip off.
Yes.
Okay.
I shall.
So you may kind of start exploring around as you wish, and if you come across anything that you can't see, or you head somewhere and you say, "Hey, I'm opening this door," or things like that, let me know.
Right.
While you are doing that, Rhea, are you sticking by Jacob and Diana?
No, I'll go to like a corner of the room, or I'll go like over here.
Okay, so you're just gonna kind of slip off over into a corner. That's fine. And while that's going on, Lady Redstone, I need a perception check.
You got it. That's not my character sheet.
Notice Oak. Don't notice Oak. Don't notice Oak.
Perception. All right, here we go.
He's right outside the window. Don't notice Oak.
13.
13. Okay. You notice that
Oak standing
the
in the
bird.
window.
No, not Oak standing in the window, but you notice that the princess's guard seems to have left the ballroom. He is not here standing guard over his princess. So it just seems a little odd.
I mean, Galder isn't technically the guard. He's just a guard within her.
As far as she knows,
Am I close to Diana at this point?
You're close. You're close enough. I mean, everyone's kind of mingling around. This is a very large dance hall and ballroom, but I mean, take you, a few seconds to close the distance.
Okay. Seeing that and noticing it, I would like to gracefully make my way over to her and say, I noticed your companion is gone. Is everything all right?
Diana will get a bit of a confused look and look behind her to see who she was talking about and quote-unquote notices Rhea and Galder missing and go, knowing those two, they probably ran off somewhere to find something to drink or to play with.
Ah, well, it is a night of merriment.
And who am I to stop them from having a bit of fun from their duties?
Understood. Is there anything I can get for you? Or have someone get for you?
I think for now, Jacob and I will just linger around and see who all is here.
By
Thank
all
you, though.
means. Enjoy.
Now, Oak,
Yes.
as you are outside.
Standing at the window.
No, not actually.
No.
Not actually standing at a window, but as you're outside, you notice a doorway on this back left corner of the building.
Gosh, I wish I could see it.
Actually, I think I put it in the wrong. It's got to go a little bit further down this way. My bad. That's where it is. So,
Nice.
boop, there we go.
It's your token. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, you notice a doorway. And as you move to that doorway, let me move my camera. I love it when it freezes on me.
I love it when I can pull up my D&D Beyond sheet on my phone.
I see you're trying to open a door, Rhea, but unfortunately, I keep doing things that it's freezing up. And guys, this is what happens when you're running a program that's still in beta. Some of these things were expected, but give the developers credit because they are working very hard on the bugs, and they are doing a
really
great job.
cool. I've never seen anything like this. This is fantastic.
Yeah, it's an amazing
very
program.
pretty.
Amazing
Yeah.
program.
Oh, no.
Very
But I'm
beautiful
kind of
ruin.
hoping I can finally put that metal dice to use.
Did somebody say metal dice
Oh my god!
are fun and friendly neighbors?
I'll make you sleep in the doghouse.
What?
All right.
That look though!
So it is loading back up for us here. All right.
Everyone, run away.
And there we go.
My
All right.
dog is like trying to slowly crawl his way across me and is blocking my keyboard.
Aww.
Oh, so sweet.
That's what the
Nick
doggies do.
Nick left, so he's having abandonment issues.
All right.
Aww.
Now, there you go, Rhea. You were able to open a door. So, Oak, you find yourself in what seems to be some kind of servants area. And there are lots of casks and other things are stored here. Casks, crates, a whole bunch of things that you are finding stored in this area. And that's the one I want.
Oak is gonna look around from it and see if there's another door out of there. And does he find a door, first of all?
Oh, hold on. As you enter that room, I actually need to roll a perception check here. Well, you need to roll, I should say, a perception check, but I do as well.
I don't know how they're gonna beat a 31.
Okay. So,
14.
14. Alright, you notice, and even though it's not the exact ambience, I am going to lighten the scene a little bit here so that
God, I wish I could see it.
so that
Beautiful.
people in the stream can actually see. Alright.
Thank you!
So
That's bright.
you, Oak, see two guards that are just kind of hanging out in here. They're just wandering around a little bit. They seem very bored and distracted. They are not doing much, just kind of wandering around, occasionally talking to each other. And you also notice a stairs immediately to your left.
Okay. Oak is gonna go up to the guards. He's gonna say, "Hi, I'm new here. I got turned around. Where exactly are we in the house?"
Alright, give me a deception check.
Oh boy.
Lying though? For Oak?
He's not lying. He doesn't know where he is in the house.
True, but you're saying you're new here, kind of implying you're a guard, so I'm still...
I mean,
still
technically.
He is new in the area. He's not lying.
I'll tell you what.
He's not!
I'll tell you what. I will... Because they're distracted and bored, just roll your check, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I'm not going to make the DC very high because they really don't give a damn.
Good. Because I do have my character sheet up, so I can add the bonuses
Okay,
and stuff.
good.
I got a 19 plus 1 is 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
They both look at you, and one of them says, "Dumbass."
Oak
Where
just,
where
he
you?
puts his
Oh,
hand
yeah.
on his chest, and he's just like, "Well, I never."
Go report to the captain.
Where's that?
Oh, jeez. Fine. Head upstairs, right there. Take the hall. Go all the way down. You're going to be in the servants' rooms. Just ignore them. They're, I mean, all they do is cook and clean. Yeah, but just go through there. There's a passageway. Take the passage all the way down, opposite side of the manor. Okay, and go into the guard room. Tell me you know the secret code. Did they at least tell you that?
No.
Oh, for God's sake.
Sure. He says, obviously lying.
All right.
Make himself
All right, fine.
Listening.
You know what? Jake, you got this. Yeah, whatever, man.
You could just tell me
Here.
the secret code. I'll remember it. I just.
Oh,
I just.
Robotic oak, though.
yeah.
It's so believable.
I'll just.
Honestly, this is like one of my first few days here. I'm just super nervous. So I want to.
Just the fact that it's sped up and then back to slow.
So
yeah.
slow.
Nervous.
Look, I'll just follow me, and he goes upstairs.
We'll
And
follow.
and he
What about-
leads you upstairs.
Yeah. There.
All right, now
Don't worry, I'll ditch him eventually.
as you are heading upstairs, I need to reveal some stuff for you, so
If
that
only I could see it though.
yeah.
I'm practically Jacob.
You
All
are,
I know is I only have one main goal to do tonight, and I'm excited for it.
Oh God.
Oh, I can't see in the room you opened, by the way.
Yep,
Just so
I
you
will.
know.
Yep, and I will be getting to you in just a moment. But okay, so Oak, you come all the way upstairs, and he leads you.
Entered the void, haven't you?
Yep, he leads you all the way upstairs. There we go, into a hallway and across all the way through. And I'm making this visible for everyone because basically Jacob is going to be telling everybody what the heck he's seeing through the spider's eyes.
Woo, go.
So you are getting kind of a map of the area. I just need to get the proper angle so I can actually see it all and remove it. Fun of using new
Also-
tools is fun.
If you hear crashing, it's my little dice tower that I've made because I have nothing to do right now other than listen.
Okay.
So I have to do something with my hands.
All right.
And the dice tower is what I'm
Oh, it's okay. I have a way to.
All right. So then he leads you, and all of you, if you kind of like zoom out your maps, should be able to see this stuff as it is being relayed by Jacob to all of
one
you.
person.
Yeah.
Bring my camera. I know better.
All right. So he takes you all the way across the house through what seems to be kind of a meeting area, through a hallway, through a dining area, just a whole bunch of different stuff. And he takes you.
The area with the really big dining table.
Yeah, he took you.
Were we going? My robot.
You are a robot, yes.
Oak, please just type what you're saying for a moment.
Yeah. Yeah, just type it into the Discord for now, and I'll relay what you say.
Whilst Oak is walking across, I'm gonna point to. I'm not gonna put my little copper wire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send a message. And
maybe we should step away from Lady Redstone first.
As far as I know, she had already walked.
Yeah, I stepped away after.
She's going to do it stealthily.
After you speak to Diana, you step away? Okay. All right. So now, Rhea,
and
where
I
are
will
you?
quietly cast, or stealthily cast, message in the direction that Rhea.
Okay, so you cast message stealthily in the direction that Rhea is. So go ahead and make a stealth check for trying to hide your magic and your
Can
casting.
do that. Let's go. Ha. It is a powerful. That is a. I don't know if you can see it too well. That is a 7 on top. So 13.
Okay. Lady Redstone, I wonder if you noticed this. Go ahead and roll your
wonder
perception.
as well. Another perception.
Wait! Pass without a trace! 23!
Huh?
17.
Thank you, Galder.
So you do not notice that.
Okay.
Now, however...
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So, the Lord of the house steps over to his lovely wife and just leans in and whispers, some of these guests that you have... You're still breaking up, Oak. You're still breaking up, Oak. Hold on. So, some of these guests you have allowed into our home seem to not know proper etiquette. Like that one
really?
there. Yes.
Which ones? Show me.
He points towards Jacob and says, casting spells in our home.
Oh. No, we can't have that.
Perhaps there's more to these guests than we thought.
Oh, please question Diana. I have the perfect thing for this.
I believe
And it's gonna make them feel like shit.
Well, do you want to approach them or shall I?
By all means, milady. It is your home. I am but your humble servant as always.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no.
I'll give them a quick a quick kiss on the cheek and then I'll walk back over. And on the way over, if I pass like a servant or somebody that has like drinks,
Yes.
I will grab 2 because there's 2 of them there, right? Because Ray is gone. Okay, so I'll grab 2 and I'll glide my way over there and say, I noticed you did not have a drink. I wanted to give one to you.
Thank you, my lady.
Now, it was not on the invitation, but I had thought someone as noble as yourself would know that it is improper to cast spells in someone's home without the knowledge.
Diana is instantly actually gonna look like she just got a bit offended and look at Lady Redstone and go, since when is a mage who is blind not allowed to use magic to be aware of his surroundings?
Please forgive my rudeness. But if you wouldn't mind, if you need to cast a spell, be a little more subtle. We don't want to disturb the guests.
I'm sure Jacob trying to just see his way around isn't too much of a disturbance. After all, your guests here should be acquainted with how most mages handle it, yes?
That's they are.
Then I don't see why it should be an issue.
Well, as you were then, and she'll step away.
All right. Is there anything else that you would like to do now, Lady Redstone?
Can I look around the room and see if I can see Rhea? Because I assume I noticed that she wasn't with them.
Yes, and as you look around the room, she is definitely not here. She is not in the ballroom.
Okay. So I then will approach. Are there guards around?
Yes, you actually have several guards throughout the entire manor, and in the ballroom there is looks like 4 of them. Actually, maybe more. Yep, 6 of them stationed kind of around the perimeters.
Mm-hmm.
Just keeping an eye on things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll just approach the nearest one and just describe what Rhea looks like, and ask them just to keep an eye out for her. Saying something like, "She may have gotten lost."
Oh, if only you knew!
Lost she is.
Yes.
She is definitely lost.
Yes, mistress. And one of them, the one you spoke to, he kind of steps out and heads out the ballroom. Okay. Rhea, you should have been able to see. I unhid the area that you were looking at.
It's just this?
That's all you found so far. But you would have had, while everything else was going on, you would have had more time to move around, so you can continue to move around as you see fit. And this guard is not quite there yet. He's still actually having his little discussion with Lady Redstone. You're back? Okay, good.
What's to the right?
You're about to find out. So that is what you see. It is a very large hallway. Going down this hallway, and you would recognize it from the map that Diana had, and the descriptions that everyone gave as you guys were discussing the whole plan, that this is one of the main hallways that you had all been given the tour on. And this hallway went past guest rooms that, well, during a fine party as this, were wonderful places for couples
Oak about to learn
to.
about the way the circle of life works.
How the fuck am I supposed to get to the left? Rayo, keep walking over here.
Okay, so you're heading that way?
Yep.
Alright.
Thing is, if anybody stops Rhea and she says she's lost, she's not lying right now. She's legitimately lost.
She doesn't like it.
I'm just trying to meet up with Oak, and I have no idea how.
And she's part of the lost.
So, you also know...
I don't know where Oak is either.
Yep,
so...
Oak is up... our ghost in the machine. Oak is currently upstairs, At this point, you have finally made it across the building to the other side, about the same time that Rhea has arrived where she's at, and the guard that Lady Redstone finally steps out, out of the ballroom and starts speaking to the other guards.
Thanks.
And what you see there, Oak, is the guard that you are walking with. He takes you into a room that has some nice little tables, some chairs. It's just kind of a nice little relaxing, comforting room.
So, are we?
All right. Go ahead and type into Discord there, Oak, because you are breaking up.
Not gonna lie, with how much this thing is glitching, I'ma use my dice too, just a heads up.
Hey, new system. We're all trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and now I have a reason to use my dice, so I haven't been able to use them.
Did Oak and that guard go by the ballroom?
You went over top of the ballroom. Because you went up to the second floor.
Damn it. At any point, would Oak be able to shoot off into like another hallway to lose the guard?
Since you are following behind him, I would say yes, you could. Because he's just kind of grumbling like, yeah, come on, keep up. And newbies, blah, blah, blah. And he's just walking purposefully, leading you somewhere. So yes, you can attempt to shoot off down another hallway without him noticing.
Oak will do that. He will obviously be stealthing. I'm a robot, aren't I?
Actually, you came in a little clearer there. So, yes. So, go ahead and roll your stealth then.
Yay! 15
Okay.
is 20.
20. Okay. So the guard. Yeah, he's just walking.
Plus passive trace, which is 30.
The problem with that is, I'm pretty sure I have to look it up, but I think you have to stay within a certain distance of the person who cast it. Galder, that's your spell. Would you double check that? I think you're muted though.
I was. Duration each creature you choose. It just says each creature you choose within 30 feet has a +10 to their dex. It can't be tracked by any magical means.
Okay. So yeah, nope. So that's, and what's the duration on it? Just to double check.
It's 1 hour.
1 hour. Yep. So you're still good with. You are still good with that then. So,
My dog is so confused by these dice. He thinks they're treats.
Nice.
Okay, so
does this guard look like he's gonna stop me
alright.
at all?
You don't know. You're approaching him. He seems to be just kind of standing there in front of this set of double doors here.
Oh.
Yes, Oak. What would you like? You are breaking up again, but...
Don't give me that look.
So-
I'm trying.
Okay. So,
Now I can no longer see.
so while all that...
Clean house is
Please type your message.
Yes. I think she asked where, like, what place in the house is Oak. If you, since you have slipped the guard's vision and gone into a pathway behind him, since gone down another hallway, you find yourself down a relatively long hallway.
Correct.
Okay, it was correct. I was right. So you find yourself down a relatively long hallway that has two doors. One to the right-hand side. It's a set of double doors, and then further down is another set of double doors that you're not sure exactly where they go. Now, while you are doing that, all those things, Galder, what are you up to at this point?
Yes, I would have approached Lady Redstone at this moment when I saw her going to her guard.
Is she still with her husband?
Well, no, when she approached with her guard, so I'm assuming she's alone.
Yeah, I left him. Yeah, he's still mingling.
That peasant.
That's right. Get that attitude. That's what we.
Time for Galdor's immense charm to start working.
Oh boy.
Normally I'd just be like, want a mushroom?
What up? Try some shrooms.
Oh god, I just thought of a really dirty pickup line.
Nope.
Nope. All right, so
I'm
Galder.
good at growing shrooms. Do you want me to grow something else for you?
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
Alright.
Ew, that is gross.
I'm good off that.
Yeah.
Do I sound better?
Yes.
A little, yeah.
Okay, Galder.
Yay!
There it goes.
And it's
All right, Galder. So you approach
Yes.
Lady Redstone.
Yes.
Well, what do you say? You just approach her and stand there?
I'm thinking. Galdor's not used to
thinking
the
of-
world.
whoa, it's just me.
Sideways glance and start walking away.
So you're like, Lady Redstone.
Oh, you were trying to
Beautiful.
talk to me.
I was I'm more of a warrior than a thinker.
How can I help you?
That's a very nice dress you're wearing tonight.
Oh.
Thank you.
Definitely flaunts all the right
Are
stuff.
you
I mean,
gonna
I
do
would
the line of it like it's gonna look better on the floor?
no,
Waiting for it
not this
too.
early. Not this early.
Guys, you gotta ease in. You
Yeah.
not know how to do this.
I mean, you've been easing for a year and still haven't gotten anywhere, so.
Hey.
Yes.
Smile.
I'll reply
Oh,
with
there's Oak's cough.
All right, let Galder attempt his
Yeah, my,
thing here.
I'll finick with like my tie and be like, I'm not used to wearing such clothes like this.
Well, you look very nice in them.
Oh, well, thank you. So, do you
Are
host
you
these
enjoy-
parties often?
Do I host these parties often?
Yeah.
Yeah, a decent amount. Yeah, like one every other month or so, maybe.
Jesus.
Fairly often. We like to have gatherings.
I'm sure the princess would be down for me paying conjugal visits. Winks.
Winks.
Does he still?
There's never flirted before. All in this morning.
He said wink out loud.
He didn't wink. No, he literally winked.
Just
Wink.
Well,
oh, my face hurts, but smack. Oh.
if you will excuse me.
Robot again, aren't I?
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna walk away and go find.
Oh, is robot.
Okay. So,
I need to try something
As-
else.
as you are engaging in this exchange, I need Lady Redstone to give me an insight check.
Got it.
Oh,
Oh, God. We're fucked.
I'm about to just take off my shirt and be like,
Insight,
well,
insight.
what's
Alright,
Yo, what's up? Ever try to centaur?
15.
Okay.
Fuck.
We're fucked.
New dice, guys.
What's up?
All right.
Would they happen to be, you know?
So I'm sending you a message.
I just saw it.
I'm gonna throw something at you, Jacob.
When I get that she's not, you know,
Would it happen to
noticing
be
my
your
advance-
critical hit gaming supplies gaming?
I swear to God.
Get out of here, Jacob.
Go
Because
ahead.
you know I do have a passive insight of 16. What now? Do I feel like she's not, you know, reciprocating? I mean,
You-
pretty
you-
obvious.
You are not sure, actually.
Oh,
You're not quite reading her mood. It's a little tough.
She's just playing hard to get, Cal.
Meanwhile, Diana's.
She's a married woman. and
Yeah.
I'm not
Married.
interested in the other men.
Yeah.
Oh, but she's perfectly interested in Oak.
Galder would stroke his chin hair and be like, "I love the thrill of a hunt."
Ew.
I'm gonna go ahead and go into spore mode. I'm joking. I'm gonna kill everyone. Screw it.
I just sent you a message back, Jason.
Yep. Just looking.
I wish I.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
Diana's
yes.
just sitting in the corner, wishing she was dead at this point after watching that.
That was
I'm trying to.
Yeah, you had to watch it. I had to hear it.
I never heard you say.
Galdor's not used to this. Yeah, as she leaves though, Galdor will quickly follow and be like, so sorry, I'm not used to talking to such a high nobility besides the princess, and she lets me be pretty, relaxed.
Yes, well, it would do well for you to remember where you are. And I'm going to do the thing that I just messaged.
Okay. So,
Oh, my
Galdor,
baby daughter.
Galdor, I need is it wisdom?
Yep, wisdom 16.
Yep, wisdom 16
Oh,
save.
God.
Just
Please tell me
Wait
you're
a
not about to do what I think you're gonna do.
Wait a minute.
Alright,
Hold up.
wisdom saving
Are
throw.
you charming?
Nice.
You don't know.
Oh my
No,
lord.
the reason I'm asking
Love it.
if
We
you're
don't know.
charming is because I have counter charm.
Well,
We don't know. We're not close enough to.
yep, you guys are on a different side of the room.
18, 19,
Yep.
20, 23, 24?
How big is the room?
Does
20
a 24 beat it?
Really large.
The room is huge. You
It's a
should,
very large. It's a ballroom.
That face though.
Oh, dear, she cast
And there's
magic
tons of
at
people.
me.
so you know that something attempted to grab your mind, but you shake it off, and you realize that, wait a minute, somebody just tried to cast a spell on me.
Hey.
Are you alright? Are you alright, my friend?
Uh,
You look a little odd.
Well, it's, so strange that I felt a strange magic, I might be a fighter, but I know some tricks.
Is that so?
Yeah, like I'm gonna pull out my mushroom baby. Be like, I created this. Cute.
I really want to laugh right now, but I can't.
Take it slow.
Just do it. Just give up.
No.
No.
No. I'm gonna turn in search of a guard and ask him to be removed.
Okay.
Can Diana go over after seeing all of this clusterfuck and being like, is there
Well-
a problem?
Well, here's the thing. You are. I haven't moved all your pieces around the board, but these things were happening across the room. This room is like 100 feet on the short edge and more like 120 on the long, and it is filled with people
Why does somebody need
So
that
you
big a
need-
house?
because they're rich.
No.
Lots of room for activities.
Yeah, so
Parties, man.
I will need you to roll
Yeah, that
perception.
too.
I will need you to roll perception
Oh.
with disadvantage to see this occurring.
But
All right. How do I do the
I'll just relay
disadvantage?
what-
You just roll 2 d20s and you take the lowest one.
Okay,
yeah,
give me a
fine.
second because I gotta make sure my dog doesn't try to eat this. Cause literally, when I try to hit the space bar, my dice won't pull up. So give me a second.
we do have friends.
Can I just roll? Or not even roll for it? Can I
And
just
then I still
maybe
add
if-
her bonuses and everything too, right?
You still add your perception bonus, yeah.
Okay, so the first roll I got was 16 plus 5 was 21.
Okay.
And then the next one was 20
Okay.
because it was a
What
15
just
plus
happened?
5.
While I was gone for like 2 minutes.
So I got 20 and 21.
Okay, hold on. You guys are talking over each
The
other.
last thing I heard was Galder pulled out his poor baby
Oak.
and was oh,
Yeah.
I'll say y'all. When she's talking, she's not hearing us at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So no matter how much we shout.
remember hearing is that Galder magic
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. So
that
basically, yes, Galder was attempting to seduce in a very poor fashion
I
the
don't
lady
know
of the house.
was that.
Well, Galder was attempting to seduce in a very poor fashion and poor attempt the lady of the house.
I heard
Okay,
that.
you heard that part. And then she attempted to cast a spell on him, and he managed to avoid it. However, some words were exchanged, and the lady has since retrieved the closest guard. And
Oh,
and
shit.
yes, exactly. Now,
Okay, so
hold on. Not your turn just yet. Rhea, you should be doing what I mentioned. Or you could be.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay. Just try to...
I'm there. Do I need to make a roll?
Oh, did you go... Yep, I see you. Yes. You
Yeah,
will
I
need to
went
make...
around through the
Yep.
right.
You will need to make a stealth roll, and because you were right near Galder when he cast Pass Without Trace, you will get that with your roll. So.
Okay. Spacebar 20. Pick a guard to aim at because I want to hit a guard. I hit the guard.
What
Okay.
did you just say? You
so-
hit the guard?
Yeah,
No, she's
with the dice. With the dice.
with rolling the dice.
Oh my god.
rolling the dice.
Oh, well, here we go.
All right. So
I
that's
was like,
This is
I'm gonna
already
kill this
faster than I
lady. I'm
thought.
so
Okay.
sorry.
13
13.
with my, I guess without a trace 23.
Yeah, Pass Without Trace would be 23. So hold on, let me see. How many guards are you going by, and how many guards did that one get to speak
Oh,
to?
actually, could I have cast enhance ability to give myself advantage?
I'll say yes because you were trying to move about and you would have given yourself every opportunity. So yeah. So make sure you mark off that you use that spell, and then you can roll another d20 and.
Yep, and that lasts an hour.
Yep.
All right, let's see if I can hit the same guard. Yep, hit him. I'll keep
It was-
the other one.
You'll keep the first one, yeah. I thought you would. Okay, so this is gonna be
what?
for the ones that would have possibly noticed you. None of them are gonna get high enough. They don't have the greatest perception. So, unfortunately, for them, you managed to get upstairs. And as you are as you get upstairs, and let me get the map there. Okay.
You see Oak outside
can-
the window.
No, not outside the window, but I'm glad we could hear you. You actually see Oak in a room, and I'm just going to drop you right into one. As you sneak through this door, you see Oak in that room, and there's a set of doors open and another set of doors over here that he is just about to walk through. And you can see the butt end of a guard who is going through the doors on the right. So if you can, I don't know if you can see all that, Rhea. You should be able to.
Okay.
Okay, so now
This door, right?
So
yeah, you see
is
that.
Oak going? What?
Well,
Gosh.
Oak, you see a set of doors open. The other set of doors from the ones that you were going to open, and you see Rhea.
Oak goes over to Rhea.
Okay. So you join Rhea in the middle of the room, and the guard that was leading you is actually gone through a set of doors, and Rhea, you should be able to see them. These ones over here that just closed and reopen. To the right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's the direction the guard was leading Oak. And based on the map description and that Jacob was able to give you,
Is that the room?
is in that general direction is where one of his flock of familiar spiders had tailed Lady Redstone before it got squashed in a room that had several guards in it.
Okay.
Now.
Spider-Man is
Yep. Go ahead.
onto Oak.
Okay, I only caught part of that there, Jacob. So Spider-Rim is...
Jacob is
Just
now the robot.
Is just poking Oak like crazy, and is just pointing fingers out towards the door.
Little spider legs. So I don't know if you heard that, Oak, but...
I heard it.
Okay, good.
Then
Please just type your message.
Oak
She's gotten lower.
the spider, noticing Rhea.
Oh,
No! Oak will to follow him, then go back and follow the guard into the bedroom.
Okay, so you're following the guard. Got it. That's basically what I got out of that. And so as you head that way, now back down below in the ballroom. So Diana, you did see Galder approach
Yes.
Lady Redstone because you managed to roll high enough. So even through the crowd, you can't tell exactly what the exchange was, but you saw Galder approach Lady Redstone, speak to her for a little bit, saw something going on over there. You couldn't quite make everything of it out because of all the people moving in and out between where you are and where they are. And then Lady Redstone walked away from Galdor, walked over to a guard, and whispered something.
Oh! Galder has a familiar on him, so Jacob would have heard it.
Ah, that is true. So, well, Lady Redstone walked away from Galder when she whispered to the guard. So you will have to
Yeah,
roll.
but she would have heard.
The guard.
Yeah, you would heard the.
No,
the
but she would have
exchange.
heard that she tried to charm Galder.
She would have.
Oh.
Hey, hold on. Yes, you would have heard the exchange between Galder and Lady Redstone, and I will have you roll a perception to see if the spider actually heard her mention anything to the guard when she went over there. You're gonna have to roll high because she's whispering.
Second, here we go. 8.
That won't do. So you don't know that.
I figured as much.
Yeah. So, what do you guys do now that you saw that she tried to do that?
Galder will hold his hand aloft into the air and just snap his fingers as he casts Conjure Animals!
No. Before you do that, no, hang on. Before you do that, Diana's going to grab Jacob's hand and quickly pull him to the middle of the ballroom. And just look at him and go, I really hope you have good balance. And she's going to use Ice Field across the entire ballroom floor.
Oh my god.
This is about to make sense, so I already said I'm casting the spell, so I'm still gonna cast it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I will conjure animals and 8 white doves just fly out around the battle. I'm for the battlefield.
The battle. I mean,
the dance floor. About to be. So. Yeah. What you all see happen is as Diana casts a spell, just this sheet of ice goes and spreads out from her and covers a large portion of the dance floor. Not all of it because it is a huge dance floor, but it
Do I see her casting it?
Oh, you would see this.
Yep, you'd see it for sure.
Can I counterspell?
You can try.
Oh no.
Well, at least my doves.
But I wanted to ice skate.
Just in like a wide arc, seeing all of this arcane. Just try and counterspell.
Okay. So go ahead and I gotta pull up counterspell. It's been a while.
What level was it?
Do I have to roll?
I'm looking at it right now. What level?
Gosh.
I mean,
what level was it?
We hadn't discussed this in the sense of like a battle kind of thing.
Yeah. But
we had discussed this prior.
Yeah, that you might use this. Now, here's the thing. If you remember, I think for you, if I remember right, that handy dandy little trick is a cantrip. So if she wants to counterspell it, you can.
Yeah, it is a cantrip.
So you can just try it again if she's gonna knock it out. But you can just do it again because it's not costing you anything if you so desire.
I mean, she tried to charm one of her guys, so she's salty at the moment. So she's just gonna keep stepping, and with every step, she'll just cast it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, now hold on. So as she recasts it, when she casts it the first time, Lady Redstone, you notice this like ice formation right near her feet as she's kind of twirling, and at the same time you can see the elements of the arcane in it, and you know she's casting a spell. And you throw your counter spell, and it just goes away. And Diana obviously looks a little bit, okay, wait a minute, why didn't that work? But then, the next step she takes, once again, the ice crystals form, and shooting out in about I think we had it at 10-foot diameter circle, just a sheet of ice, covers the dance floor. And those around her and Jacob, most of them fall to the floor. And everyone else around the ballroom starts looking in as white doves are flying out from Galdor across the dance floor.
Yeah,
and Diana, almost taking the lead, go ahead. You were wanting to ice skate, you said.
And because this is a cantrip, what she's gonna do is add that as that spreads and the doves go above head, she's just gonna be holding on to Jacob and pulling him with her as she slides across the ice. And each time she gets to the edge of it, she'll create another burst with her back foot as she goes backwards, creating a full rink in the center of the dance floor, just skating around.
And as you're skating around, I'd like to Elsa the shit out of this and cast Ray of Frost.
Nice.
Stop you.
Oh shit!
So
Oh
you,
my gosh.
so you are gonna cast Ray of
Can I-
Frost at Diana and Jacob. Diana is your main target. Okay. So
Oh, you should not have attacked her.
at that,
Uh-oh.
we now enter initiative phase.
This is gonna be bad.
So everyone roll initiative.
Okay, here we go. This
I
is
mean, at
gonna
least
be-
it wasn't you guys who triggered the fight.
Yeah, after all of that talking, Rhea, don't start a fight. Rhea, don't start a fight. Rhea, don't start a fight.
Diana got
Look.
pissed because she does not like the idea of somebody's willpower being taken away.
My
Don't
initiative.
worry,
was-
guys. It'll be great.
20.
No.
Gotcha, Galder. You got a 20.
Do me and Oak need to roll for initiative since we're
Yep.
not there?
I'm gonna have you guys roll for initiative as well because to figure out what you're doing in the meantime.
Okay.
So, I got a 4.
I got a 16.
I got a 24.
She
Okay.
beat me.
How did you
Okay.
get so high?
17 plus 7, baby. I took the
Oh!
alert feat.
I keep
1
forgetting we
plus
have initiative
3.
bonuses.
Yep.
So wait,
10.
what would that make it? It's a +2?
Yep.
You
So-
rolled a 16, so you would have had an 18.
18?
okay. So
I can't math.
let me go around the monitor since there's no actual table. So Jacob, yours was a 4.
Yeah, 1 plus 3.
Okay. Galder, you had a 20, right?
Yes, 19 plus 1.
All right. Shannon, you had a 24?
24.
Okay. So I got 24, 20, and 4. Diana, yours was
18.
18. Okay.
Oh.
Oak.
We shouldn't.
Oak, are you there? Okay. While I'm waiting, while I'm waiting on Oak, Rhea, yours
10.
10. Okay. So it looks like we're going to have Lady Redstone, and then we are going to have Galdor, and then after Galdor, and see, next would have been Diana had the 18.
Redstone fucked up.
Okay, Diana had the 18.
I'm about to recreate the movie Birds.
Hey, speaking of which,
By the way, Jacob, how far does that teleportation get?
Don't worry, you guys aren't going to be able to get to me if I run.
Oh no! Actually, we can. He can teleport to anywhere his familiar is.
that's what I'm saying. If he runs, I got it.
True. I'm going
there
to
they
another
are.
world.
And then, then Rhea had a 10. And
All I know
Still
is
waiting.
Diana's very, very angry.
still waiting on Oak. I think we lost Oak. I think her phone may have died finally.
Yeah,
So-
she's
No.
offline.
So
All right, Ray, it's up to you.
it's up to Rhea. And then after that was Jacob.
Yep.
She's typing. She's,
Okay, I have a question then.
Yeah.
If Galder uses the feather from John and Jacob can teleport to where his familiar is, would that take us to the Fey world as well?
Don't think it-
No, teleport does
I
not
can't
work
teleport.
across planes.
Yeah.
So it's
He would
not,
just lose.
I mean, I
connection.
could either teleport us to Galdor, or I could teleport.
Oh, you cut
Okay,
out
but
again.
if we get to Galder and we grab onto him, would we then go with him?
I mean, if Galdor runs, I can. We will see. We will.
Yeah, I was like, I was gonna take the quick way out. I didn't. I'm just gonna play
And it's
Galdor
not
how I was
necessarily
gonna
that I
play him.
teleport to where Galdor is, or within 90 feet of what I can see from where Galdor.
Okay. So,
But it'll be fun.
all right. So, I'm not hearing back from Oak. I think. Yeah, I'm not. I think she may have. Her phone may have died. So, it is Lady Redstone's turn as she won the initiative.
All right, so as I see her casting ice all over the ground, I'm going to immediately react and do Ray of Frost at Diana.
Okay. Roll to attack.
You got it. That is a 22.
That will definitely hit.
Yeah, I have a
Okey-dokey.
12.
Me too.
Oh yay!
This is going to be a very fun game.
Let's see. I need another D8. Okay. That's an 8 plus a 1. 9 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, sorry.
I got you, Oak.
Yeah, no, it's right. 2. Yep.
Oh, you got
9 points. I was reading it wrong. 9 points of cold damage, and your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
That's fine. She's not actually gonna fight you.
So Oak got a 20.
okay. Yep. Galder, what's your Dex modifier?
+1.
And Oak's got a 2. So Oak, you're going to be before Galder, and I will put you in the initiative order as soon as we are done with this turn. So you did how much damage exactly again, Lady Redstone?
9 points
9
of cold
points.
damage.
All right. So
Yep.
you took 9 points, and you still have a bonus action in movement.
Yes, I do. I don't think I have anything I can do as a bonus action.
I wonder how well this is gonna look, seeing the lady of the house attacking somebody who's not fighting her back.
I am going to just use. I'm not going to do anything else for a bonus action, but I am going to try and run and not slip on the ice towards the nearest guard. And if I can't get there, I'm just gonna like make a commotion and tell them to start removing these people.
I know
Okay.
the Dex save is 13.
Yep.
For Icefield.
Yep. So I do need you to make a dexterity save 13 to stay on your feet.
You got it.
I guess I would too.
Natural 20.
Ooh, that'll do
22.
it. That'll do it.
These dice are fantastic.
So
great. Lovely.
So there you go. So you go and you gather some guards, and that's your turn.
That is my turn.
So it is now Oak's turn. So Oak, if you are contacting, oh, it says you're back. Okay, good. Can you speak? Can we hear you?
Or just message. I mean, we have the same score. If need be, Oak can go after me.
Okay. No, you had an 18. Oak had a total of a 20 because of his initiative modifier.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy, what do I do? What do I?
So,
Diana's just gonna talk a lot of shit. She's not actually gonna fight Lady Redstone.
Okay. So I see you are back, Oak. If you can tell us either through text or voice what you want to do at this point in time.
Okay, that's a good question. We're gonna find out.
And
man, what a guest role to have. Murder the party.
That was my plan all along.
Galdor. Nice.
Galdor's done with this bull. He's like, man, I should have stuck my happy ass in this boat. Join these people, now I'm gonna die.
So, Oak, did we get a message from Oak? Oak's typing.
No. I think it meant to gnaw him out.
Yeah, Oak's typing.
Oak stopped.
Okay, while we're waiting on you, Oak, go ahead and type in what you want to do on your turn. So I'm going to go to Galdor. It is your turn.
All right, so I did cast the spell, technically right above Lady Redstone's head, because I'm sure she couldn't have moved that far away from me. For thinking logically, I can cast it to 60 feet away. So presumably she moved 30 feet from that. I'll command my 8 quote-unquote doves. They have the hawk status. That's the closest thing to a dove I can find.
Okay.
Yeah, so they'll fly back over her.
Okay, so
They'll I guess they're gonna attack. I don't have to use my action to do that.
technically she would be up here by the guards.
Dear God, be real bad.
And where is... Let's see, that's Galdor. So she would actually be up here on the map by that guard. Galdor, you were relatively close to her, probably right around there. Not quite that close. All right.
I was like, wow, I got real
And
high gun.
Jacob and Diana are in the middle of the dance floor. So there we go. All right. So there we go. So you're approximately, you can see about 10, 15 feet away from her, from Lady Redstone.
So yeah, I'm gonna command my my beautiful doves to attack her as I shout very loudly. I'm gonna say, "This is an assassination," and then I'm gonna pull out my feather and wave it. and
Why?
What are you doing?
man, you can't blame me.
Yes, we can.
You came in and fucked up my party. I can blame you if I want to.
Yeah. I mean, I blame everything on Lady Redstone. So yeah. So yeah, and then I'll wave John's feather and blink out.
For those of you who are watching, Oak said, "Galder, you dumbass."
Yep. I got it. All right.
Look,
So-
this is Galdor's playing the whole time.
So, Galdor, you activate the feather?
Yes.
Okay. You activate the feather, and next to you, a portal opens. It is about 6 feet tall, oval shaped, kind of comes around the sides, maybe about 3 feet wide at the widest.
I'm getting Rick and Morty vibes.
It's enough to step through. And you can clearly see on the other side of the portal what looks like the walkway that leads up to John the Brown's home in the Feywild.
Yes. Bye-bye. As I walk through the portal.
Just ditch your party?
Yep.
Good.
Oh my god.
This is not the first time I pieced out.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, now, that was your turn. Oak finally was able to fill us in on what Oak wanted to do. So Oak followed the guard into the guard room, and as you went through with the guard took you into a room where there was a clear door coming in, a clear door to the left as you enter the room, but they walk to the right to the wall. And then they say, okay, don't forget this password. He puts his hand on a stone, turns it to the left, turns it straight up, back to the left, then all the way to the right, and then back up.
Jacob,
and the
something on
wall
your computer
opens.
is making noise.
Yeah. And then a door seems to appear as the stone wall pivots open. Okay. And as that wall pivots open, you are led into a hallway, which I will display on the screen here so that all of you may see at some point. Here.
Great.
Boom. Okay, so there is this hallway here with a set of double steel doors. The familiar in Oak's satchel, Jacob, you see, oh, you know what? Those doors look familiar. Wait a minute. This is the pathway Lady Redstone took. And the guard leads Oak through these double doors and then into another set of double doors where Oak, what you see in there is a whole bunch of guards, beds, a few tables. It is obviously the guard room. You also see another set of double doors, steel doors, on the wall to your left, and further down the wall, another set of double steel doors to the right. Jacob, through Hrim's familiar eyes, you would be seeing that the doors on the left are clearly the doors that Lady Redstone went through when your familiar was squished.
He's gonna point that way.
Oh my god!
Oh,
You need to reset your mic.
Sorry, give me a second.
No, it's like bad.
Yours is just bad.
Mm.
Give me a second.
You're bad.
All right.
Am I back?
yeah.
Yep, you are back.
Sweet.
But we got a...
Where's my turn on?
Wouldn't
camera?
I
There
have
we
like
go.
a chance
There
to
we
like
go.
go after Oak?
Sorry about
Okay.
that. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Oh god, everyone talked.
All right. Okay. So, Oak, that's what happened on your turn. Rhea, I'm assuming on your turn you're just going to kind of be following along with Oak?
Not secretly though. That's
Right, you're just going to go along with him as like, yeah, I'm with this guy.
no, like I had a whole plan. I was
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna yell out, big brother, I finally found you, and then would have ran to Oak.
Okay. Okay. So, when we get to your turn, that's what you will do.
Okay.
It is Diana's turn.
Wait, I still have my birds.
Oh, you still
I
have
did
your
command
birds.
them to, yeah, all 8 of them.
Or...
You're okay.
Quick question: can you still actually control your birds from an entirely different plane of existence?
When the spell still stays, I can still concentrate on the spell, but I gave them a command before I left.
Yep. So, go ahead and... What was your command you told him?
To attack the lady. All right. So, a nat 20. I saw that.
Damn it.
Yeah, hold on. I got to pull up the rolls here to see what
I
you all
know.
roll. So you got a... what's your bonus to hit with the
Gosh,
birds?
+6.
Okay,
Oh.
so that's... And your AC is 12, yes, Lady Redstone?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that
I
is...
talk a lot of shit, but I'm not very, very strong.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. One of them is a critical.
Holy
All
crap.
right. So I'll roll 6 dice.
Yep.
All right. And then this is a.
Lady Redstone learning the hard way. She shouldn't have attacked my group. But we're all gonna get fucked by her guards.
I mean, I'm safe. Y'all can just be like, oh, guess that wasn't him.
All
So
right.
it's okay. So this is a +16 added in.
Oh my lord.
16?
So
For
Tw-
dumps?
29 points
got-
of damage.
How
you
much
are
health do you
never
have?
You are never invited back, my friend.
I don't want to be back.
I am still up, but that was a fucking hit.
Yeah, a mob does a lot. Yeah, it's a 1d4 +4. And since 6. I shall kill her. I mean, they're just gonna keep attacking on my turn.
Oh God.
The only thing is they're not gonna be able to move. Oh, I don't know. I said attacker, so I guess they would follow.
All right. So, after they attack, guess what? You have doves following you into John Brown's house.
Oh, what's up, doves?
So
Oh.
they have followed you because they did their part, what you told them,
Oh, true.
and then they follow their master.
I forgot Kevin.
You did forget Kevin. It is now Diana's turn.
So, did you get my message?
No, hold on. I'm getting so many messages. Alright, let's see here. Whose is this one? Okay. Actually, 6 seconds.
Okay, but can I still just let her...
Yeah, you can sit. Speaking is a free action.
Okay. Because she's not going to be attacking, so... Essentially, the way I see this playing out in my head, and correct me if I'm wrong, is I can see Diana, after getting hit with the Ray of Frost, I can see kind of like the side of her dress frozen over because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Diana would just start laughing while she stands up and just look at Lady Redstone and go, "First, you flirt with my personal guard. Then you try to charm my own people. You insult my scholar when he's trying to use his magic to see around. And then you attack us when I try to create a display for your guests. You're standing here attacking me, who is unarmed, against you, in a room full of your guests, and you think this is a good idea."
Okay, now, that's enough to be said in 6 seconds, so I will allow the lady to respond, though. Lady Redstone, you may respond. Oh, I think you're muted.
I am, thank you.
Fun
But we both know that all of that is not.
Really? Wait, am I allowed to respond? Or...
Nope. You said your piece
Okay.
over the course, so she gets her response. Okay. Is that all you wish to say?
That is all I wish to say.
Okay. So, Diana, you are not going to take any actions or anything like that?
Nope, if Lady Redstone wants to attack an unarmed guest, that's just gonna ruin her status.
Okay. So now it is Rhea's turn. So Rhea, you had said you wanted to go ahead and kind of run after Oak and say Big Brother?
I'm gonna run after Oak, and yell, Big Brother, Big Brother, I finally found you! And I'll, like, go and, like, hug his leg.
Okay. So let's see if I can find where you're hiding so I can grab
I'm
you.
moving over.
Okay. Yeah, Oak is going to be way... You guys are way, way this way. Way over here.
Damn, we moved far for 6 seconds.
Well, you guys have been moving this
That's
whole
true.
time.
Yeah. I can't drag through the door?
You can. It's
All
just it's harder because it's open. So
Gotta be
like,
precise.
so you see right here. This is the secret door that opened, and then Oak followed the guard and went in there. And so now,
And the guard, what did the guard do when I
Guard-
was like, Big Brother?
well, you have to move in there. As you move in there, you see that there is a lot of guards in here, and the guard that you followed is in there, and several of them look at you and go, "What the hell? You're not supposed to bring family to work." And are you going to do anything, or is that it? Because that would be the end of your turn.
I would respond to,
Okay.
I'll say, we got separated, and I heard he was working here, so I had to come and look for him.
Okay. The one guard who kind of led you guys here, another guy comes over who is not wearing the same mostly black and gray motif with the leather armor. Instead, this one, and you see 3 like this in this room. is wearing black robes with a gray trim to it.
Oh no.
And he steps over and says, what's the meaning of this? Why did you two, he looks at both Oak and the guard that walked in, why did you two let a child up here? This is no place for children. And unless you are going to actually use a bonus action, or movement, well, actually, you kind of already used your movement and everything, then that will be the end of that turn for you.
Ray is gonna like hop on Oak's back to like get a piggyback ride.
Okay. Okay. So, it is now Jacob's turn.
Okay. Oh. There's not. I mean, he's just. He's gonna stay silent, but yeah, just go. Just kind of hold on as meeting, I guess. Wait for. He's gonna wait. Is it possible that I could just give my turn to let Diana talk? If not, that's fine.
I could say it's because it's all happening in the same 6 seconds, basically. Everyone's doing it, so she's already said her thing for that 6 seconds. It was quite a bit. So
I mean, that's fine. Otherwise, Jacob is going to hold his action for a major while holding on to in the case of if something hits her again.
Okay. So, it is now Lady Redstone's turn again.
Okay, where is Lord Alton at this point? Am I close to him?
Yes, he actually has moved up by you and one of the guards who the guards basically on your turn have now started moving in towards, since the portal opened and it is at this point closed, they all start moving in towards the one who created the ice and her companion. So they are, but being the size of this dance floor, they are not quite to them yet, but they are moving in. But your husband is next to you watching this.
Awesome. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look straight at Diana, right in her eyes, and I'm just going to say, I had a line and it went away.
No!
No! I got it. This will teach you to interrupt a party. And I will grab my husband and actually, no, before I do that, I will turn to, it's kind of a lot to do in 6 seconds. So I'll just say that and then I will grab my husband and dimension door the fuck out of there.
Okay. All right. So
this is going to be bad.
So Lady Redstone and her husband have disappeared, and it is now Oak's turn.
Oak left.
And yeah, I see that. And so, so we're going to move on, and Galder is no longer there. So, Diana, it is your turn. There are guards closing in.
Ooh. I have a high persuasion. I can try it.
You can always try things, yep.
Diana is going to look at the guards and the guests and very sternly and loudly ask them, are you so much of a coward to attack or side with someone who is willing to attack someone who is unarmed?
roll your persuasion.
Oh, dice gods, please love me. Please. I got a 14 plus 5.
19.
Okay. So you got a 19, and I got 4 guards coming in at you. So let's see what they think of all this. Okay.
I was gonna
One of
offer the
them.
tablet. Well, it's gone.
One of them looks at you, and with a stern face continues moving in. The other 3 kind of hesitate, pause in their tracks for a second. Anything else you were going to do? That would be your action to try to persuade. You still have a bonus action and movement if you wish.
She's gonna turn to Jacob and just very meekly to him go, I don't know what to do. And she legitimately sounds scared.
All right, here we go. It's gonna be crazy. Oh, hi. I get it. He can't do anything. He will just respond. It's okay. I got this. You're not going to be harmed anymore. I promise.
Okay, and that's all you're going to do?
That's all I'm going to do at the current point in
Okay.
time.
All right.
So it is my turn.
All right. So, Rhea... That's right, because it actually wasn't your turn. Rhea, on your turn...
Do we maybe want to wait for, like, Oak next session? Or, like,
Well,
just let this fight happen?
Well, just hold on. On your turn,
Uh-oh.
the one that approached Oak and the other guard, all of a sudden, he kind of cocks his head a little bit, as do the other 2 that are dressed similar to him, and they turn to all the guards and they say, okay, alarm. And all of them start dashing out of the room through the doorway.
Hey, it worked out.
Going this way. And until all of them are they're rushing out of the door there. As soon as the order was given, there's an alarm. They take off. They're not even really paying attention to whether or not the guard Oak version is following, because, well, they'd assume he would. He's a guard. So they are all moving out of the room.
I'm getting like a Final Fantasy X scene in my head. I don't know if any of you understand that reference.
Haven't played him.
So, and I'm just going to make that easy by getting rid of these ones. You can assume they're all gone. They all ran out, and they seem to be heading your way, or downstairs, it would appear.
That's a lot of guards.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
You know, Jacob has never killed that many people. Always time for something.
You fucked up my party.
I
Sorry
did.
about
I was there. I just sat there. I was trying to send a message.
You fucked up your own party.
Didn't even get to tell my tale of woe.
I did not
had
fuck up
such
my
a
own
good
party.
life,
How
ready
you
to
tried
spin
to
out.
charm me.
I tried to give you a suggestion.
Oh,
Even better.
All right, so Rhea, it is your turn, and you find yourself and Oak alone in this room. And The copy of Harim that is sticking out of Oak's satchel is just pointing with, several legs towards this door right here that I just opened so you could see it.
All right, me and Oak will rush over there.
Okay, so you rush over there and go ahead and move yourself over there.
Because I imagine Rhea's still like on Oak's back.
Yeah, you're kind of clinging to him, so you both move over there, and you got to do anything else?
Open the door.
Okay. So, go ahead and try to open the door.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay. So, Lady Redstone, would you like to explain why the door won't open?
I would like to explain why the door won't open. Before going down to the party this evening, I cast Arcane Lock on.
Y'all need some magic.
I don't have that.
Well, do you know how to get rid of Arcane Lock in any other way?
I mean, I can think of one way.
If it worked,
I don't know if that's the right way, but I can think of one way.
Okay, which is?
I think Rhea's gonna spend a little bit of time to think about this.
Okay. Well, I will tell you this. Okay. You would know, based on your background, and based on the fact that you are a sorcerer, you do deal with arcane magic, you know that this spell is difficult. And it can be picked, but it just is much more difficult to pick the lock if it's got this magic enchantment on it.
Remember, Rhea, you're more than just your magic.
You got it. Go team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not there.
I guess I would try to
Stop encouraging her.
I would try to pick the lock.
Okay.
Since my thief background would tell me I know how to pick locks.
Okay.
And you can't just keep trying and trying and trying.
Until they break, I mean.
Yeah, until my thieves tools break.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to pick the lock, I guess.
Okay. So roll.
I don't know where she is. And I can't go
Oh
look
my
at her.
lord!
Not 20.
Fuck yes.
Nat 20. So what's your total?
Fuck that arcade.
So it'd be 20 plus
Holy crap.
Plus your
proficiency plus
dexterity.
dex.
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
26.
That is enough to do it. Oh my lord!
You guys are crushing my spells left and right. What the fuck?
Fuck the arcade lock.
That's
I didn't expect
ridiculous.
that to happen.
I did not either. That is ridiculous.
Motivation for the win.
My other idea was, well, if the door's destroyed, then Arcane Lock has nothing.
All right.
That's pretty fair. You know?
So
So I'm
I
like,
mean, that's
I'm like,
another thought.
yeah.
I'm like, now is the time to cast Fireball? Like that was going through my head.
Okay.
I mean, you're in this deep.
Yep.
Might as
So,
well.
so now since Oak is not here, I would say that Oak could take Oak's action to move in, and as you open this door, Rhea, and both you and Oak move in, you see all manner of things in here, and some of them are strange. Some of them are definitely really, really valuable. You can tell just by how it looks. And on one of these pedestals in here, you see what look like the bones of someone's hand. You also see a stone tablet on another one.
Yeah, we would go and grab those.
Okay.
And like, I guess we don't have like bags on us to like hide stuff.
You have pockets and maybe like pretty much everyone in the world will carry like maybe some kind of coin purse or satchel, or maybe like an extra pouch or something tied to their belt, especially guards and guards and more utilitarian type functions.
Oh, and I'd probably have like straps to hide a dagger or something under.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we'll get the knuckle bones, and how big's that? You said tablet, right?
Yes, it is. Think about basically 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, but made out of stone and about like an inch thick.
Oh yeah, we'll take that too.
Okay. All right. So that will be your turn to do all of that. It is now Jacob's turn.
Okay.
And
Galder has one of the rim.
yes, not the Hrim though, right?
Right.
Right.
Because the rim. He is going to the Hrim on Oak is going to reach out and look to find a spot. Jacob is then going to. It's going to be a little loud, and
Can Diana
is
push
going-
him away right as he casts it?
I can only take a willing creature. Willing creature doesn't want to go, they stay.
Because somebody has to stay to keep the guards distracted so you guys can get out. And she knows that.
Then, if
So-
Diana's not a willing,
Diana's just gonna look at Jacob and tell him, you need to get out now. Now, if you want to argue with her, you can. And you can force her, because no matter how much she tells you no, she's still gonna go with you because of how she is.
Diana, we need to get with everyone. This is going to be very bad, very fast. You stay here by yourself. Please come. And he's going to attempt to go back over and thunder.
You're breaking up. Was that Thunderstep?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and cast your spell.
Alrighty. Is there any that is within 10 feet of where we're standing?
All of the party goers have since either run to the edges of the room or run out completely. So technically you are really only in here with you, Diana, and 4 guards that are coming at you. 3 of them are kind of paused their movement for a while when Diana spoke to them, but that was this guy. But one of them continued advancing towards you.
Well, what will happen is all the booms occurred, and the ice that's around it in that 10-foot area just shatters and spreads out.
Okay.
And they appear, assuming that it still works that way.
Yep.
They will appear next to Oak and Rhea. All right. Bad things.
Okay.
That's pretty bad.
So you both, through Thunderstep, are now up in that room, and I am just going to kind of move your characters in that way.
They don't know where we are. They just saw them tell. I mean,
So you two end up poop right there and there.
I'm back.
Hey!
Hey, Oak's
The
back.
power came back on.
Oh,
Hey,
Just
wonderful.
in time. Turns
You-
out
Diana and
Jacob
Jacob now there.
bringing the trouble to us.
Yes.
God damn it, Jacob.
So now,
Here, though, Ray is about to really enjoy this.
Uh-oh.
And I can do this.
Hey!
Hey.
So are we still in initiative?
yes.
So,
Well, technically yes, but I am actually going to say at this point that you are not. And if you guys can tell me how you plan on escaping.
How close are... So, where this room is, how close is it to, like, the outside?
Based on the plans that you had and what you kind of figure of the layout and where you guys are, I'd say Jacob, give me an intelligence check.
can do.
I have a plan. That
No,
would work.
just hang on.
Go power.
God. Hate you.
6.
Good job.
Can Diana try? Because she also knew the layout.
Yeah, you did bring the map and study the map, so you can try as well.
Does Diana know where we are? Because she just got teleported randomly to a room.
I got a nat 20!
Apparently she figured it out.
I didn't think I was
Pretty
gonna
quick.
get that.
2 nat 20s for crazy checks.
I mean, I got a nat 20.
I mean, the other one I got wasn't a nat... Well, Rhea got the nat 20.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But,
And
no,
then,
so...
I mean, Gelder got a pretty nice nat Lady Redstone.
Yeah,
She's
screw
gonna
her.
kill someday.
But yeah, so is one of the walls close to or like on the edge of the building?
You figure that you are probably within about 30 feet or so of the front wall.
To get to the outside?
Yep.
Diana's gonna quickly turn to Rhea, grab her shoulders, point where she need, like where that outside wall to go outside is. And she's just gonna look at Rhea and go, make it big, make it powerful, and make it fast.
You're gonna blow up her house? You're gonna blow up her house?
No,
Oh my
Ray's
lord.
gonna say, okay, Ray's gonna say, wait, can you teleport again? Asking Jacob.
I mean, kind of. Yes.
Okay.
He needs to be able to see where he's going.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna tell Oak to start running to the outside, like past the guards and stuff, because they think the alarm's going on, so it's normal for him to be going that way. Like, I wouldn't be explaining all this logic, I would just tell Oak.
No.
Start running.
Actually explain this logic.
But yeah, so we're gonna run, and then when they like see him like running outside, and they're like, "That's not the way," he'll be like, "Gotta get my sister to safety first," and then we'll just keep running. I'll cast haste, so we have super fucking movement speed. Because Oak will be dashing with, so that's like 3 times his movement speed, which should be like 90 feet of movement in 6 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds like
Diana's
an
just gonna
amazing.
look
Hold
at
on.
It would be
hold on.
120 feet of movement.
All right.
Sorry, 120 feet of
Okay.
movement.
Okay, so that sounds like a very interesting and amazing plan. So
Yeah.
if you do that plan, you now find yourselves having escaped Red Zone Manor.
Curses! Stuff.
Currently,
I'm not blowing up the wall.
Okay.
I'm running out.
No, I'm sorry. Diana's just gonna look at. Diana will literally pick up Rhea at that point from Oak's back and squeeze her, and just be so excited. She's like, "This is what I meant by you're more than magic."
But I used magic to get Oak to run fast.
That's not the point, Rhea.
I used magic.
That's not the
You-
point, Rhea. You're
you've got
smart,
us-
you're beautiful, and you're amazing, and you're the best little sister anyone could ever ask for.
While they're all doing that, is there
Oh.
anything in there that
I am out of
means
third
inter-
level spells, by the way. That was my
They
last
already
third
got-
level spell.
Also,
They
you're gonna
already
need to
grabbed the
explain
tablet
what
for you.
happened while
I know.
was gone.
We almost died.
Later,
Well, I
later,
could have
later.
almost died.
Later.
And Jacob would have had to mark another teleport spell slot off.
All right. So what has now happened is you have escaped Redstone Manor. You have the Knucklebones in your possession.
We do.
You have a tablet in your possession. That is something that Jacob was very interested in. And you clearly have an enemy who knows who you are and what just happened to their lovely home.
Oh yeah, she's pissed.
Eat bird.
I missed all the
What's even-
good
And-
stuff.
It's gonna
didn't I?
be even better though when Redstone finds out Diana's not actually the princess to her throne. She was disowned and banished.
Okay, so
Funny.
that is where we are going to end tonight. And as promised, I said I would be giving up to 3 gift subs away per stream.
Hey,
Even
thank
though
you.
no one, you're welcome. Even though no one during this first one, since it was the first one that I was mentioning this in, even though no one had gotten up enough points to purchase the Hook Me Up achievement with it, I wanted to start it out right, and I gave out 3 to you guys as a thank you for coming here tonight, as a thank you to our special guests at SROB25. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, this was great. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. It's a little few technical challenges with a new platform trying to use, and some power outages and things like that happening.
Curse ye, power.
But I think I had fun. I hope you
I had
guys
so much fun.
I am glad.
You ruined my Beauty and the Beast moment.
Well, it happens.
No, you ruined the Beauty and the Beast moment when you started a fight in her house. And then
You
Galvan's yelling,
did.
"This is an assassination!"
Gallagher fucked this up.
You absolute dumbass.
Because Diana and Jacob were supposed to dance together and finally confess their feelings.
Well, it didn't happen. It didn't happen now. So guess what? I guess Oak's cough continues, doesn't it, Oak?
Denial.
Go.
All right. So once again, thank you everyone for coming and watching the stream. We were going for 25 viewers at once. I definitely saw 14.
I saw 15.
You saw 15, so we got close, and I appreciate all the love and support getting us up that high. Hopefully next time we'll get higher, and hopefully next time maybe we'll work out some more of the bugs with the system and how we can do things on our end, and we won't have any power outages. But we hope to see you next time. Thank you again, and